I started ordering bulk ingredients. Every morning I would like make a new combination of like a dozen different ingredients. We didn't flavor them. Like I would mix the powders together. I would give it to Shelby, me, and I had two buddies that were running the routes. Like, okay, this worked, but like they didn't feel the mood part of it. So let's tweak this. And like, it was just a constant like evolvement of
How long was this process of just trying all the raw ingredients?
It was 2 years.
What?
Every morning for 2 years, we tried a different concoction.
Whoa.
What we called our morning cocktail.
Yo, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the 4Media Uncut podcast.
Oh, this one's good. This one's extra good.
Extra good. Extra good. We've got two very special guests, Shelby and Chuckie Gregory. They are from Club EarlyBird, one of our clients, actually. They have an amazing product. Club EarlyBird is actually a morning cocktail, and they also have a couple of other drink products now, but basically their flagship product is a morning cocktail. You drink it as soon as you wake up. You make it the night before. You shake it up, and it's honestly awesome. I've been taking it for a while. You get a bunch of clean energy. It's got nootropics in it and doesn't have the same crash as coffee. Super great drink. They also have a nighttime drink now called Nightcap. They've got a bunch of new flavors. They're just killing it.
Most importantly, I find my team sneaking into our cabinets in the back and just scooping this shit. So I mean, it's fucking fire. I can
honestly just snorting it, just straight
just
to the
doing lines of Club EarlyBird in the back. But on a real note, the cool part about this is I hope a lot of you listening can take a lot from the story in from an inspirational sense. These two came from absolutely nothing. They had nothing in their life. They didn't come from some really high level education. None of that existed. They came with an idea. They used a computer. They used Wi-Fi, and they put a lot of work. They learned a lot of things. And now, quite frankly, you know, I'm not going to talk about their numbers, but they do more in a month than most people do, you know, in a whole year of really, really hard work. And it's cool to see because they came from nothing. And I hope you can look at this, you can appreciate what that means, and most importantly, what kind of possibilities might lie out there for yourself. So thanks so much for them for coming on the show, and we hope you guys get a lot out of this one.
It's really good.
What?
The episode that they're about to listen to.
It might be the best one we have.
So after listening to this podcast, we actually realized that the last bit of the podcast, around like 20, 30 minutes, the high quality microphones actually failed us, but we've figured out the problem. It won't happen again. We promise, almost. Basically, the last part of the episode still listenable. It's just from the camera audio, so if you notice a decrease in audio quality, we're sorry about that, but it's still listenable, and I think you'll still get a lot of value out of this episode.
It's a decrease in audio quality, but an increase in value quality.
Wow.
Choose your battles wisely.
All right, well, we are here with Shelby and Chuckie Gregory from Club EarlyBird.
Woo. Yo.
They just said they've listened to like most of the podcasts, which is exciting. Some people come on and they're like, they have no idea what our show is about.
I'd say half have heard a lot or all, and half are like, yeah, I've never heard one of these.
To be fair, it's a pretty new show. So like, if you were like guest number 6, it'd be hard for you to like listen to all of them because it didn't really exist.
Well, how many are there then?
I think there's 15 now. I think Icons was the 15th one, but we've got like 20 something in the tank, 21 or something.
I was gonna say,
so.
it seems like you're doing more than that.
Yeah, we're going pretty good. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus because of our event agency founders. Kind of took like a lot of our bandwidth from our just editing.
That was like extra to life.
Dude, that looks so dope. How did it go like overall?
Dude, actually, it was insanely good. Like, I can't describe. You'd have to like walk in a room to understand. But I've never received such high level of compliments, even from other people who have thrown like 50 events.
Even like Los and stuff. Like, he was like, dude, this was like next level. Like, what the fuck?
He's like, how the fuck did you guys pull this off?
That's right.
Her right there, actually. She
Terry was the woman behind it.
Dude, we had one guy fly in
always
to
the
speak
woman.
on a private jet, like not taking it seriously. And then he walked in and we were in the speaker lounge. He's like, holy fuck, this is like way different than I thought I was going.
He's like, I knew it was going to be good, but like, this is like over the top.
He's like, we need to step our event game up. Our shit sucks.
Well, you guys did great, like leading up to it. I was like, I'm not even an agency owner, but I'm about to go to this shit.
Yeah.
That's so sick,
We were like
bro.
hype. We were like, wait.
You guys should have told us. Did you actually just come through?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
It's low-key worth it because it actually became not how to run an agency necessarily, but how to run a business. It was like how we hire, how we organize our teams, how we... You know what I mean?
And
like
that can be applied to anything.
Anything, dude. I had friends who came in, who are local, and they came by and they were like not even doing the same career, and they were like, this changed my life. Like I'm doing everything differently.
Oh,
so.
That's huge.
Anyways,
It was sick.
That was
yes, but
really
we're honored to have you guys.
Thank
you
you.
guys came up from Florida. What'd you
Yeah.
come for?
just you.
No.
We just came to drink whiskey.
Well, I
with
want
you
to
guys.
hype you guys up real fast because we actually got introduced to you guys because we started working with you. I know some of our people actually had already been huge fans of Club EarlyBird, but I had never tried it before. I've been trying the products. I actually love them. So you guys, your main product
Love
is
them.
the morning cocktail.
You guys sneak to the back and like snort
Literally,
that
I,
shit
like,
off the
steal it.
countertops. Love them. I come, there's like 4 of them like scooping each other's bottles. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll take it. At least that's productivity.
Dude, you know
right
what
there.
my
Yeah.
favorite thing actually is? I mix them with orange LaCroix, so then they're carbonated.
Yeah.
We have people in the Facebook group that have said they do that.
Dude,
Huge.
it's
Oh, that's
it's
like
my-
a thing?
Yeah.
well,
Wow.
They've
It
been
makes sense.
You gotta get in the
Club
Facebook group.
soda mostly, but I think some Fresca would be fire.
We've had people making ice cream with it. Like,
Ooh.
crazy shit.
Damn.
Whoa.
Blending
Damn.
it with different stuff, protein, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, most people just mix it together and
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
get hyped.
I think the coolest thing for me though was when I looked at y'all's marketing and stuff and like realized that you guys were like teaching people exactly how to use it. Like first thing, wake up, you make it the night before. As soon as you hit the alarm clock, you drink it. I'm like, I've never heard of like an energy drink or like anything like that. Just like telling you explicitly how to use it, because people will use it however they want, but you're like different because you're saying like, this is the cure to like not hitting your alarm, not getting up and accomplishing your goals. You fucking slam your alarm clock and the first thing you do is you drink your Club EarlyBird and it's already cold. It's already on your nightstand. I was like, that's such a unique concept. I love
well, that was the idea
Yeah.
from the start. Is like, how do we make waking up early easy as possible? So that's when we started experimenting. We were experimenting with put the alarm clock across the room. I actually did sniffing salts at one point. Like,
Yeah.
have
Take
you
us
ever-
take us
Makes
back,
sense.
actually. Take us back. So, like, what was the origins of even the product? And I'd love to even go further back than that, but since we're already talking about the product, like, tell us, like, how you guys even came up with this.
How far back do we go?
No, don't go that
Let me
way.
tell you how far back. What you guys have met for a long time, right? It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
I mean, probably like 10, 12 years. Yeah.
10, 12 years ago. But we were
Damn.
friends for like
No, that's how. Yeah.
And you're originally from where?
Indiana.
Indiana. Yep, Indianapolis. And
Average ass people.
I just
Average.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
You know, this was a
Seriously.
big part.
No, it's fun. It's funny because after following you guys on like Instagram and stuff, I'm just like, these guys are just like fucking awesome Americans. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are just like Americans. Like, I love it. You know, just like you're just like, these guys are just fucking awesome. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just
having a good time.
We're pretty boring.
Yeah, I think
not
there's
at
something
all.
to say
not
about that,
boring.
like-
You guys are like having a good life, just fucking doing shit.
Well,
Yeah.
most people have this like crazy like entrepreneur journey, and like I feel like we're just more like normal, everyday people that decided to do our own shit. So I think there's some motivation behind that for other people too. Like I don't have to be like this special, like
Grind every day.
yeah. We're just like, how do we solve a big ass problem, solve it, and then figure out how to sell it. That's what we did.
That's how you make a fuck ton of money. You help a lot of people and you solve a big problem.
Yeah.
Makes sense. No, but seriously, like it's super inspirational because you know you guys didn't like. I think there's a lot of people from like a young age or whatever. They're just like, I just want to be super successful, and they start doing all kinds of weird little side hustles and gigs and whatever. And so and people are always they've maybe got voted like most likely to be successful in high school or some shit like that, you know. But it sounds like you guys are just like, you know.
Well, I was a punk ass kid growing up. Like
I
me-
mean, like terrible, like Jackass.
Like in
kid.
high school or what?
Like, just a douchebag.
No, like the show Jackass.
Oh.
like
Oh.
he was bad.
What was the
I can totally see that.
what was the craziest kind of shit you did?
Probably
mean-
the fireworks.
fireworks. I'm not gonna talk about
same-
that. I'll say
That one's like illegal,
one
man.
thing-
You
one
can't
thing-
say it on the show.
Are we outside the statute of limitations?
It wasn't
of that
even
one?
like major shit. It was just like constantly just like super funny things between me and my friends. And I had 2 brothers, so like we just hung out every day and just like, how can we wreak havoc on this neighborhood? And that's what we did. Like, so one thing I'll say is it was winter one time, snowstorm happens, and we're like, okay, how can we, screw with this neighborhood? You guys cuss? I don't remember.
Yeah, we can fucking
Bro,
cuss
we
as
do
much as you want.
everything.
All right.
Yeah.
How can we fuck up this
smoke on the
neighborhood?
show. We cuss on the show. We do.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we're drinking whiskey now on this show.
Yes, sir. Hey, we didn't ever
Yeah.
cheers. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
So
This is the first time we've like openly drank on the podcast, right?
Yeah, before
I like
people
it.
were already drunk or other activities.
this is
Indeed.
this is like the Joe Rogan like episode.
Exactly.
So I told Eddie from the start.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
So anyways, you're trying to fuck up this neighborhood.
yeah, we're trying to fuck up this neighborhood because when I was growing up, we actually lived in a nice neighborhood. It's called Lakes of the Four Seasons, Northwest Indiana. It was like a gated community. My dad was doing pretty well at the time.
What did he do?
He was a regional manager at Rent-A-Center. So he made like good money until he got fired, bankruptcy, all that. We can get to that if you want. But this day we were like, how do we fuck up this neighborhood?
Like a pretty high neighborhood, like a good
It
nice
was a nice neighborhood,
Nice,
yeah. So like a snowstorm happened. Everybody's like struggling driving. So we go to the edge of our driveway. We're like, all right, let's build a snow wall so nobody can drive down this road. So we built this massive snow wall, and then we packed it in pretty good. And then we just sat there and waited. And we're like, all right, we're gonna wait out here, freezing our ass off until somebody drives by. So a car finally like drives up to it, stops. We're just like watching. They couldn't see us.
He was giggling. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it was like giggling because that was the funniest shit when we were growing up. It's like,
it's
so
like fucking
funny,
with
like,
adults.
Yeah, fucking with adults. So finally he backs up, and he fucking starts going faster. He fucking rams this wall, bro, thinking like it's like a fluffy ass wall or something, and he drives through it, fucks up his like front end of his car. No. We're just dying laughing. Then we just run into the house and we're like, okay, nobody.
Was it like right in front of your house?
It was pretty much, yeah. So like the cops come out. They already knew who we were and stuff because like we were always getting in trouble.
So the person called the cops?
Yeah, they called the cops because they had like damage to their car and shit. And they instantly heard the story, went to our front door, knocked on it, and we're like, did you guys do this? We're like, nah. We denied the whole thing, got away with it. But so that just like 1,000 times over was my childhood, just doing that and like skateboarding and I don't know, just having fun with my brothers and friends and just like doing that kind of shit. And then because of that, like we got in trouble a lot, but we moved a lot. Not only that, but my dad lost his job. We filed bankruptcy. It was bad. Like we got super poor at
When was this?
What age were you?
Like freshman year in high school.
Which was 2008.
Well, how old are you?
No,
I'm
he
31.
graduated
Oh, okay,
in
so you're-
2009.
Oh, okay. So it was
So
like 2004, 5.
maybe?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that happened. So like then my mom was like, all right, we're gonna put you in private school. So like we had the problems, then we moved, then they put us in private school, and then like, oh dude, that was just so bad. There was 10 kids in the class. They put us in cubicles. You couldn't talk to anybody. Like 10 kids in the middle school and high school combined.
That's how small it
That's
was?
how small it was. Yeah, it was the first year this private school like launched.
Wow.
So like nobody was in my grade. It was
Jeez.
stupid.
I feel you. My freshman year, for half a semester, I had three students because it just started the high school.
Yeah.
And like 4 of us opted in.
Oh
We're like,
my
great.
gosh.
Wow.
Not fun.
Yeah.
So then we moved like southern. So my dad like. Long
Were
story
you
short,
good in school? Or are you just like
dude,
flunking?
Actually, I was pretty smart. Like A, B student. Like
Still smart.
It was funny is like I hung out with all the F students, but I actually did do well in school.
Yeah, you were like one of the stupid smart kids. Like from the front
No, he
glance.
was just a troublemaker smart.
yeah,
kid.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
To
people
make
from-
trouble, you have to hang out with the kids that are failing, and to do well, you just got to do it on your own.
No, and
You don't
that's
need-
like one of my roommates. Like in
I didn't
school.
have fun with the A, B students.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they weren't my people.
Yeah, exactly. Like
they weren't
you
gonna build a snowball.
from the surface,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "This guy's dumb," but then you like get straight A's, and you're like, "Wait, what? I'm confused." Like
Yeah.
he's hanging out with the dumb kids.
Yeah, they weren't fun. Like the smart kids weren't fun. So like, yeah, and honestly, it was weird because thinking back at it, I was like, kind of like, didn't want good grades, but it was just like kind of easy. Honestly, school was super easy. Even college, like, super easy.
Totally agree with you. I feel the same.
Did you go to college?
I went to college and it was a fucking joke. I didn't show
It
up
was-
to classes, and I would tutor kids that showed up to the classes. I would tell them to bring me the PowerPoints, and then I would teach them the class before the exam.
Where'd you go?
UGA. Like,
Okay.
I mean, good school. Not
Yeah, University of Georgia, big
Yeah.
school for sure.
Yeah, I went to IUPUI, and the business school was Kelly School of Business. It's supposed to be like one of the top 5 business schools in the country.
Nice.
Bro, it was a joke. Like, straight up joke. I graduated in
For sure.
marketing and,
It's
like,
just so
didn't learn
outdated.
anything.
Dude, I feel the same, and I had the same degree as you too, actually.
Like, my third year, I was like the first 2 years, I was like, I just got to wait till we get more into it.
Exactly.
Third year, I was like, this
it
is
got
kinda
easier.
weird.
I'm like, it got easier this
Yeah.
year.
But I was like, why am I not learning what I think I should be learning? And then the fourth year, I was like, I'm committed at this point. I gotta just
Yeah,
graduate.
exactly.
But then I went 5 years because I was like,
Yeah, you
doing
cared
the
less.
minimum.
Yeah. I did the same. I did
so
4 and a
I got
half.
my bachelor's degree, but like, dude, literally has no impact on like what I've done, any level of success. Like, and they actually still call me asking for donations and shit.
all
Like,
the
come
time.
on.
I always bitched about that to Terry. I'm like, dude, like they just call me and they're like, whatever you can donate, and they start at 10K. I'm like, bro, like
How well do you think we're doing from
You already
your
got
degree?
So much money.
also
from me.
you fucking rip me off for nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Rats.
you're asking me for more? How are you not profiting on that shit that I paid you,
Dude.
bro?
They're paying the fucking college football coach too much. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, he brings in dough though to be
Dude, I know. He's their biggest expense though. It's wild.
biggest profit.
Literally
too.
probably biggest
expense?
profit too.
biggest expense you think is probably.
Dude, it's the number one payroll, that's for sure.
Do they pay the high school or the college kids now?
Now they
Football?
do.
They do now.
Not
You can't get paid, but you
You
can
can
get
get
paid through like
endorsed.
secondary ways. Like you can get sponsors
So,
and you can
like-
like get money from being like NCAA
Oh,
football
you know,
and shit
like
like
we're
that.
sponsored by Nike, so let's go talk to Nike and hey,
Yeah.
bro, can you sponsor this guy for $300,000 this year?
Yeah.
What do you think? Our team
No,
will
it's
be
only
better.
No, and it's cool because it went retroactively back. Cause like one of my roommates, he played college football and he got a check for being in the NCAA football video game, but like back then he didn't make any money from it.
Yeah.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
It's like his likeness. Because, like, they didn't technically put your name in it, but it was, like, the defensive back, and it's a white dude, and he looks exactly like my roommate. You know what I mean? Or, like,
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
is, you know? It's like, you they didn't put your name, but it was, like,
So
kind
you're
of
saying
obvious.
in the NCAA college football games they don't put names?
They don't put names on the back. It's just numbers, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's
Yeah.
only, I think it's,
Just
yeah, I don't think that they, maybe, and
Now
I
they
think,
do.
I think now they do. Yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, who plays college football games? You play Madden if you're playing
Everyone.
Oh, really?
Bro. You think that's what I thought too.
I don't know.
But
I
they
don't
don't.
play
They
video
haven't
games that
made
much.
a college football game in like 6 years or something.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. Did they make it? I think they said that they
They
weren't
like
making
discontinued
a Madden either.
NCAA for like 5 or 6 years, and everyone flipped
Yeah.
their shit, and then they played Madden. I was surprised
Yeah.
too. But you
I
know,
guess
the
with those
NCAA
games,
is bigger
how-
than the NFL.
How much more can you change those games though? You know, it's like it's still the same.
I mean, they're doing the
basically
same shit with
game.
Madden.
Same thing with FIFA too. It's like the same
I'll
game.
look
Yeah?
up a stat.
Anyways, but we were saying college. You were like, is a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, college. So I moved to Lafayette, Indiana is kind of where I was. And then that was my third high school, junior year, because my parents actually bought a bar and grill in Indianapolis. Let's back up a little bit. My dad got fired from Rent-A-Center. He sued them for firing him. Won. Got a little bit of money, not a lot, but he got enough to buy a bar and grill in Indianapolis. So that kind of like migrated us south. We went like halfway between Indianapolis and where we were from. We went to for a year. So I went there my junior year, and then my senior year in high school, we moved to Indianapolis, and I went to a school there, like the
Came to
biggest
me.
school in Indiana.
And that's where
Yeah.
you guys met.
That's
Yeah.
where we met. Yeah. So I went to 4 high schools, 4 different years. It was actually
That's brutal.
it's kind of fun.
Yeah?
I mean, it was.
No
it was-
Meeting a lot of
consequences.
different people and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the first move I really hated because I grew up with all those people. Like they were my homies. I loved them. And then the second year, I hated the private school. That was just horrible. Third year, I went to this like country ass school, and like I did not vibe well there. So I was like super hyped to move the 4th time, and then we went to Warren Central, and I really liked the school in Indianapolis. So graduated there, went to
which was a class of almost 1,000. So we went of a school of
like
8 people to like Warren is literally 4,000 people in the whole school. So
Yeah.
from 8 to
So
4,000.
I was like the same way because I went to a private school that had for middle school that in our class, like in my graduating class of 8th grade, there was like 60 of us or something, which is still is like, not 4, but I mean, it's still very small. And then my freshman class was like 1,300. So I went from like 64 to like 1,300 in just my class. So it was nuts. But what's wild is, that school has such a crazy dropout rate that by the time we were seniors, my senior graduating class was I think only like 800. So like 400 people drop out.
No, yeah, we were about
Like
the
a
same.
like a third.
We're
Like
about the
it's pretty
same,
wild.
Was it in like a city?
It's not too far from here, like suburb of Atlanta, Norcross
Okay.
High School. Yeah, it's a big high school. Very very
What
good
is
at
that, like
sports and
30%
stuff.
dropout rate or something?
At least my class was. It's pretty
Alvin Kamara
wild.
went there.
Yeah, Alvin
To
Kamara
your
went there.
school?
Yep. Yeah,
That's
he went
dope.
there.
Damn.
Yeah, also Jason Kroom, he played at Tennessee. A lot of really talented athletes.
Definitely a sports
lot of,
school.
Yeah, a lot of really talented basketball and football. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Jeremy Lamb also, he went there.
So like, what'd you guys do in Indiana? I guess like career wise, like so you graduated college, both of you at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
so
Well-
you went to senior year together. What were you up to before that?
Yeah, I actually didn't know him in senior year. I knew his brother, but I'm like complete opposite of him. I didn't do anything at home. It was
Just
like,
boring.
Yeah, and I mean, I just went to normal public schools. I never moved at all. And then
Are your parents still in the same house?
No.
Right down the road.
Yeah.
Right, like not
No,
too far away.
I lived literally 3 houses down from the high school. So
Oh
I
my
was,
God,
like,
so you just
I
walked
just
there?
grew up from no.
Yeah, but yeah,
Just
I
what?
mean, you probably walked to high school.
I walked to summer school.
Okay,
And then I
okay.
got a car, and then winter came, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
no, and some little brat, and I bought a parking pass.
You
and-
literally went 3 houses down and just
Yeah,
drove.
Yeah.
Lot of parking
it's
pass.
bad sometimes. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing this. I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
car, so
Yeah.
yeah, I just drove. But
That's funny.
no, yeah, we did go to the same high school, but then we ended up going to college together, becoming more friends, and then we took a couple classes together. Those stupid random electives that they require.
Workout class. Like we literally paid to work out that semester.
What was your career, your degree?
I did tourism, conventions, and event management, and then I did a minor in business. So I got a minor from the same school as him, and then a bachelor's in tourism and event management, which was really cool. I got to do like a lot of events and stuff, and like do my what did I work? Sorry, trying to think of Kiwanis. I worked with Kiwanis to do like their events, and it was cool. I liked it. I thought I was really going to actually go with that when I graduated.
The whole time you thought you were like, this is what I'm doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you would hope, right? Like a lot of it's kind of sad that a lot of people get all the way to the end and then they think that I'm not gonna.
I mean, here. That's not the problem. The problem is, me and Chuckie here, right?
Yeah.
We went to college and they gave us a list and they were like, "What do you want to be really good at?" And we were like, "Marketing."
Yeah.
That shit would be
Did you
sick.
go to for marketing too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
right.
good.
And so you're
Yeah,
like,
my
yo,
minor
that would be
was marketing.
sick shit. Like I can sell anything. Like average. Like I'm like, yeah, fucking, this is cool. Like I can do this. It's probably not gonna be that hard. Let me do it. And like after 4 years, you're like, I wouldn't like consider that I learned any skill sets here related to marketing.
Well, you know why, right? It's because marketing changes so fucking fast.
and they're
that,
fucking.
like,
They have to approve 100 things before
dude,
they teach it.
they're teaching marketing from like 2005.
Dude, what the fuck?
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
how
think
did I
it's
not
older than
learn
that.
digital ads or social media?
My-
Like,
Marketing a year ago is different than today. Like you
My-
can't
6
teach
months ago,
marketing
bro,
in
it's
a college
transformation.
format.
There's definitely still principles that will apply and carry over, but it's like not the same at all as far as tangible skills of like going into a workplace
Okay.
and getting a job.
I don't know about you. Okay, so UGA top business school as well. Like they have like the business school within UGA. It's like the Terry College of Business, and it's like in a lot of degrees like 1, 2, 5, 7. You know what I mean? Like so great school. Here's what I think they didn't do a good job of because they had 4 fucking years. First of all, too much of my first 2 years was spent on shit that I had already learned in high school and in middle school, like history.
Yeah.
Like fucking like
They
why
always
am I still
reteach the history.
That's what I'm saying. Why am I still learning about fucking Indians growing corn? Like I don't care, honestly. I'm way past that.
And the
I'm-
concept behind electives is so outdated too.
Oh,
Bro.
Like, I took an astronomy class.
You're telling me, dude, you're
remember
making me
shit.
take anthropology. I'm like, what does that even mean? Insect studies? I don't give a fuck.
How's that
I'm
gonna help me sell shit?
Dude, like that's why I'm paying you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then the problem is they didn't take shit that was relevant and relate it to marketing principles. They taught us shit out of charts and books. They
and-
didn't.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't like put a campaign on the screen like this is how this fucking YouTuber literally took over the fucking internet and has 50 million views. He used this principle of marketing and he did this. He used this
Exactly,
principle. That's how it
dude.
should be taught. And then you're like, then you start connecting your own dots. But like
Exactly.
they didn't connect them. They're like,
Dude.
P is for this. This is over here, and this is over.
yeah,
and,
the 4 Ps.
The 4 Ps.
Oh my.
and they're really
Product
relevant actually.
placement,
I mean, they could use
promotion,
Price?
price.
They can use the books and whatever if they have to, but they could take their examples and their presentations and put it to real life like stuff instead of using the same thing out of the book. I mean, just like
100%.
churches like take the Bible and they do real life situations now. You could just take like freaking these books and like make it into what's happening right now, not all these old situations. Drives me crazy. My marketing
frustrating
minor
part-
was.
And you had a minor. We had a major. It was useless.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
mean,
I
Can't
did
imagine.
get out of here.
you.
Get out of here with your minor. You don't
Get
deserve
in
to be in the same room as us.
Yeah, dude, please excuse me what major is over here.
Did you get
Freaking
a minor?
I got a major.
Okay, I got a major and a minor.
Oh,
Don't make me go back to school. The worst part is like somebody from Kelly School of Business or from like wherever you went might be looking at us and be like, damn, they did it. Like they went to our school
And I changed their life.
and they're successful.
Wow. And now we should ask for donations.
Or really anybody. Yeah. And now that you're doing pretty good, let me get some more money.
Yeah, right. You remember what we did for you?
Remember
Throw
us?
a couple racks our way.
Yeah, dude, I remember because I went to I went to college for 1 year and then I dropped out. My proposed major was I don't even remember what it was. Mass communications.
That's bad.
And it was mass communications, and basically that includes like journalism, like fucking all that type of shit. And basically like I took like an intro to mass comm class, and they were talking about like newspapers and magazines and stuff, and I was just like, how? And then they were talking about ads, and they were talking about like banner ads on websites and stuff, and I'm just like, what the fuck are we even like?
Were you already in
discussing?
that
Like,
space at that time or no?
yeah, kind of. I started in we were in this network marketing company actually. We didn't really know each other at the time.
Did it reach you guys? Verve?
Vima and
the
Verve.
orange energy cans never reached you guys.
It's like a healthy
I don't think
energy
so.
drink.
A lot
Anyways,
of major cities big.
it was like
No,
an
I
MLM.
think I've heard of that.
It was like an
Verve.
MLM company
Verve,
that we
yeah.
were in. And so I was like doing that, and I was learning about affiliate marketing and network marketing and stuff like that. And it's like, what are we learning here? Like, like it just I realized, I'm like, okay, if this is like my intro class, like this doesn't even make sense. And I read this book recently. It's called New Thinking by there's this YouTube channel called Cold Fusion. Super good YouTube channel if anyone's listening. It's like an educational kind of YouTube channel where the guy just like voiceovers and just talks about really cool shit. Yeah, Cold Fusion TV I think is the YouTube channel. It's this Australian dude with this amazing voice. He's like, hello everyone, welcome to Cold Fusion TV.
Love that.
And his name's Dagogo. He's like, my name's Dagogo. And he's fucking amazing. But he wrote a book. He wrote a book called New Thinking, and it basically, like what you were saying with history, it's sick because the whole book it connects all these crazy dots to get to like where we are with like modern technology. And in I just finished it. The last like chapter is just like a summary, and it shows like it's like the Wright brothers did this, then this guy did this, then this guy did this, and it connects all the dots of like, if this guy didn't do this, then this guy wouldn't have done this, and this guy wouldn't have done this, and this guy wouldn't have done this, and Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, and you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and all the way to now with Elon Musk and shit.
Wow.
And it's sick because you're
Damn.
like, it was like, holy fuck, like my whole life, I've never seen all those dots connected, even though I know all of those stories.
Yeah, right.
Like it was actually wild. And he talks about it in
That
like
should be our history class.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, I was like, everyone should just read that book because
Who gives
it's
a
wild.
fuck about what war happened in 1783?
Right? Because I don't need the
don't
dates.
give two shits, bro.
I don't need to
Like,
memorize the
US
dates.
history
I need to
class.
know why it
Dude, I
took
matters,
one.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, I didigress.
That's
But
awesome that
I
you
like
dropped
how
out
it
first
links.
year. Like the fact that you had the balls to do that.
takes-
Because like, I literally
it takes, yeah.
I didn't have the balls to do it. Like I knew I needed to do it because
For
like
your parents, right? What was it for? What was it for?
I just had it in my head that like
Can't be
if
your
I graduate
parents,
from
'cause
college,
you're-
I'll be successful.
Yeah.
It was just in my head. Like that was ingrained from like we didn't have any like entrepreneurship in our family at the time or anything like that. So like it was in my head was graduate from college, you'll be successful. But like 1 year in, I was like, I don't know about this. I don't think this is right. But
Did you guys have a lot of student loans or like what was the situation there?
for my student loans,
Well, I mean, like, I'm
yeah.
just curious because I mean, that's
Dude.
another thing that happens is like people
All right.
get
Let me talk
super
about that.
deep.
Yeah, so That's student loans saved my ass. Cause so my senior year in high school, I had a job at Sam's Club. I was a meat cutter. I worked in this 40-degree cooler. I was cutting meat like ribeyes, the whole deal. And
I'm sure you got good at meat, like understanding meat.
bro, I know all the meat, bro. I know all the cuts.
The meat
This
man.
guy's gonna open an Arby's soon, bro.
Right, you call me
He's
the
got
meat
the
man.
meats.
Let's go. But I had the worst boss there, dude. Okay, I got to be nice on the podcast.
Don't go all the way deep.
Yeah, I got to be nice.
Don't go all the way
No.
deep with your
Okay.
meat.
I'm just saying we're still talking
right.
about a different.
We can kill whatever you want to kill at the end of the day.
All right. So I mean, she was the worst. I'm just gonna leave it at that. She was bad. I don't want to get canceled.
We're talking about student loans.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about student loans.
No, I know. I'm
Refreshing
bringing
you
it
back.
She's bringing you back to
Thank
the
you, I
tree.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. But the whiskey's talking at this point.
It's all good. You're good. As long as you got her to stop you.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
good.
she's my stopper. So I'm dang, you might have lost my train of thought.
No,
It's
you're
okay.
good.
good.
You're cutting the meats at
Student
Sam's
loans
Club.
saved
Sam's-
Cutting
you.
the meats at Sam's Club.
Student
Student
loans
loans
saved
saved
you.
you.
Okay, student loans. That's where we were. So I worked at Sam's Club. I had the worst boss. I was like, all right, I'm never gonna work for anybody again. Like she was like so fucking bad. Like she told me I didn't have any balls. She like
She
really
weighed you
like
down. Yeah. She weighed
made
you
me feel like a piece of shit. So I was like, all right, I'm done. And I've never had a job since then. That was like senior year in high school. So then I was looking for businesses to buy or acquire or start. And
With
then
what? With what money?
I had a little bit of money saved up, and I
How
found
much is a little bit?
like
Just for
10
perspective.
5-10 grand.
Okay, cool. Just to
fr-
give people a realistic
from
perspective,
Sam's Club,
you know?
I had like 5-10 grand saved up. I went on Craigslist.
Which is good for like your job situation, being
And
a
a high
student.
school.
I was
Yeah, it's
I was
like-
pretty good with money. Like I was a
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
shit,
I didn't
but I
have
was
that.
good with money.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I saved up. Like, it was all cash. I didn't invest it or anything.
Yeah, but like you saved it.
Yeah.
big
So I saved my money, and then I was I forgot what I was talking about.
You saved your money. You were trying to look for businesses to
You
acquire.
never
and
worked
shit.
for another job.
Yeah, I was looking for business to acquire, so I was like on Craigslist, like, how can I do something else? So I found this business that this old man started. His name's Gary, and it was a distribution business selling snacks to convenience stores. You ever seen those people in gas stations that are stocking the shelves? They don't work for the gas station. They buy product from.
Terry's dad owns a distribution company.
Okay, yeah, same thing.
They stock all the shelves and all the fridges and all the places.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I did. Like, so I bought this business. It was between 5 and 10 grand. I don't remember the exact cost.
Gary was just ready to be done with it.
Yeah, he was like 70, 80 years old. Like, he retired, and then he started the business and was like, what the fuck am I doing? And he retired. So he was like, I'm selling this. So I bought it, and I was like, didn't really know what I was getting into, but I knew I didn't want to work for somebody anymore. So
That's cool that just like was in you, you know?
Yeah. I was just like, found something on Craigslist. I was like, I'm doing something different. I can't keep working at Sam's Club. So I bought that business, and sorry, I lost my train of thought again.
Slow down.
You bought the business. You bought the business.
I can tell your story almost.
Yeah,
better
tell my
than
story. Tell my story.
Okay, no. Well, you bought the business, and it was small. I mean, it was tiny because, I mean, Gary could only go so far. So in Chuckie's mindset,
Wait. You partnered up with Gary.
No,
No, I bought
He
the
bought it
business
from
from Gary.
From Gary. Okay.
it was just
And-
small, like not many locations.
It was like 40 locations. We were delivering pork rinds to gas stations. And we were like, I ran that business through college, like 4 or 5 years.
So what do you mean you bought it? That's what I'm asking.
$5,000 to $10,000 I handed to him, and I was like, hey,
He just gave everything.
What?
yeah, he gave me the business.
Is Gary okay?
He was 78. He was super old.
It's called Gary Snacks. Yeah.
Hi, I'm
And now it's
Chucky,
Chucky
owner
Snacks.
of Gary Snacks.
And I said, hey, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to call it Chuck Snacks.
Stop. Did you?
Yeah, for real. So
He
So-
changed it to Chucky's Munchies, but
That's a sick name.
Chucky's Munchies. Yeah, so I bought the business, and I was like, I'm just going to do something different. So I started operating that, and then I got into college, and I was like, holy shit, this business is bad. Like, it's not making any money. Like, I was
That's why he took his
struggling.
10K.
How many, was there any employees or was it basically just you?
me. I was
Yeah.
going to gas stations, delivering these snacks, stocking the shelves, collecting the money. But then I realized, like, there was no profit to be made. So I actually took out student loans. That's what I was getting back to. I took out student loans to pay for the product. And
That's too funny.
and I kept getting in deep. Like I took
shit.
out a student loan, pay for the inventory, and then I would sell the snacks. It was very low margin business. I'm sure you're aware of. It's super low margin, like 20% maybe. And then I would sell the product, take out a student loan, pay the product. So I got in pretty deep with the student loans, and like they were for like paying for books and stuff. Like that's what you had to tell them.
Yeah.
But it technically, like I was paying,
Yeah.
don't come after me, U.S. government.
Please. He's
I think there's probably worse things that have been spent on student loans.
Yeah, for sure.
way more. I have friends that have paid for weddings with them. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna just get married in college, and this is gonna pay for $100,000 wedding. I'm like, yo, what?
No,
you know that's your
responsibility.
4th year, my guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was my first introduction into entrepreneurship, though. Like that's how I first got started. I was like, all right, let's do this.
So
and
what
through
are you,
college,
like,
I just
18
ran
years
it.
old?
I was, whatever age, like senior year in high school. Or
Yeah,
like
18, 19.
First year in college, I guess.
It was 2010.
2010. She's got the dates. So I started
sense.
running that, but through college, I just like kind of ran it and like maintained it without going out of business. But I didn't really make any profit at the same time. But then I graduated, and I was like,
I'm
okay.
sure you learned a lot. This is important.
Yeah, I did. I
You
learned
learned a fuck ton, I'm sure.
so much.
So
And-
much.
And then I graduated, and I was like, okay. I had a couple interviews, and I had some like people that offered me like jobs, and I was like, okay, I can either take a job and get rid of this business, or I can figure out how to make money with this business. And I was like, okay, I don't want to go back to like the Sam's Club days of like working for somebody. So I went all in on this business. I was like, how do I make money with this business since it's been losing, but it's like still a business? So I was like, we could either acquire more customers, more gas stations, and sell more product to those gas stations. So I started doing both of those. And then I started making more money from the gas stations, adding new products, adding more gas stations. We went from like 40 locations to 100 to 200 to 300 to 400.
Nice.
I grew it, and like
and sold more to each one. So it was like,
Yeah.
Did you have
sold more to
employees
each
at that
one.
point?
So like at like a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm doing good, but now I'm like running it. I can't like get new customers. So then I was like, okay, I need to either hire somebody. That was a tough point. Like that was super hard.
it's the hardest point in anyone's entrepreneurship journey.
People
To
don't
hire,
understand
to
it.
hire your first employee?
To, like,
Yes.
not just your first, because your first could leave quickly, and like it just like it's not a smooth process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your first a lot of times doesn't stay long. It's like doing it again after like 2 or 3 of those bad experiences. You're like,
Yeah.
I still have to. Like,
Because I was making
yeah.
decent money. And I was like, if I hire somebody, I'm probably going to make half the money because I didn't have a crazy big business. I was like, I'm going to have to pay them half. So I'm literally, if I hire them, I'm cutting my
Exactly.
income in half. But
Well, your first
I will have-
was. dur-
But now you
your
have way
first
more
was
time.
with your growth process, though, because you acquired another route with your first employee.
yeah, so I grew to a point where there was another route for sale. And I was like, if I acquire this route, not only can I take this product line and include it into my already existing gas stations, but I could do the reverse.
I get it.
So I acquired that route.
How many locations?
And I was running both by myself. I was literally running like 6 days a week delivering what would normally take somebody like probably 10, 12 days a week to.
And you're still
Yeah.
doing college too.
Yeah. It was
Wait,
fucking
what?
crazy,
That's
dude.
insane.
It was crazy. So then I was like, all right, if I
Yo,
if I
this
pay
is a
somebody to do
fucking
this-
sick ass story, actually.
Yeah, I
There's
was
a
like,
hustle, you're hustling. Those are
I
your
was
hustling
hustling.
years,
So how did you
bro.
acquire those customers? What did you do?
You acquired the route, right? You said?
So-
No, before
Yeah.
that, like
Exactly.
But
Okay.
Okay, so let's make it clear. He was in independent owned gas stations, not like Circle K.
No,
or
yeah,
anything.
no, at
So-
Bon Appetit route was Circle
No,
K, though.
before that.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just signing up
Or-
like the
It's so
Indian guy who
easy.
owns his own.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
exactly
easy.
right.
We just walked in with like a paper of our products, and we're like, "This is what we sell."
So-
People buy it. We'll put a rack in for
But-
free, and then if it sells, we'll come restock it, and that's when you have to pay.
But this is actually a good lesson because, like, yeah, the main reason we grow so fucking fast is our offer. We went into gas stations. I was like, hey, I'll come in. I have this product line that people are dying for. I will set you up. I'll give you the rack for free. I'll give you the first delivery for free, and I'll cover any expired stuff or anything. There was literally zero risk.
Zero
for the gas
risk.
station owner. Yeah. So they all said yes. So I just My job at one point turned into just going into new gas stations and acquiring new customers. And,
Just walking in, pitching them, and just leaving.
and the great thing about that
Like
business
the
is
rack
nobody
in the car
left.
ready to go. Oh, yes. Cool.
Yep.
And it was 100% retention rate. Like,
Yeah.
Why would they stop? It's like only just free money
Yeah.
for them, basically.
Once we got into a gas station,
There's
we
no
delivered
risk.
them for years.
all it took was the
never
real
lost a
estate in their
customer.
store. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's actually a really
What
good
kind of
business.
snacks were you slanging? Can
Pork
you say?
rinds, beef sticks, pastries.
The American snack.
Yeah, nothing good for you.
Brownies.
Some good old like road tripping snacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody was like, "Oh, how do you like keep those in stock? Aren't you eating them?" I was like, "No."
That's like, no.
Actually not eating them.
Bro, one of the
Especially
best
pork
things.
rinds. I'm not a fan.
One of the best things we did though, and I started doing that, helped us a lot, is one of the things that gas station owners want is if somebody comes into their store and wants something, they want to make sure they have it. So what I would do is I would send Shelby, we would go to a gas station
Oh
A.
my god.
We'd go into gas station A and she would be like, "Hey, do you guys got Carolina Country Snacks pork rinds?" And they'd be like, No. She's like, "It looks like this." She'd show them their phone, like the picture of the product.
Stop.
They'd be like, "No."
Very short-lived.
Yeah.
But it was
But that's a
Clever.
genius
It worked.
move.
And they'd be like, "No, we don't have it." So then she would come into the car. I'd drive to the next one, do the same thing. And then I'd go back to gas station A and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm with Carolina Country Snacks pork rinds. This shit's flying off the shelves.
It was not
We'll
that
give you your
bad."
first rack and your first delivery for free." And yeah, they would sign up right away. We were getting like 5 to 10 new customers a day signing up.
That's insane.
100% retention rate because
Yeah.
they never stop.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. LTV right there.
yeah,
baby.
you come back 2 weeks later, you restock what they sold, and you just keep doing that every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I built up I started with the first route from Gary, and I built up like 5 total routes, and then we started EarlyBird like a few years ago, 2019, and then once that started to get bigger, because I knew I wanted to get online. I knew I wanted to get out of like being stuck in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Once that started getting bigger, I was like, all right, we need to explore exiting the distribution business. So then I sold each route separately.
Well, yeah, you skipped a couple steps. I mean, he ended up with 3 employees, all running their own routes.
Mhm.
He gave his brother the pork rind route that he was running, and then did 2 other ones for the breakfast pastry route. So
Mhm.
there was 3, and then that's when we were like, okay, well, now we need to start selling them one by one. And so just
We sold each one, and then I had a property that I used for like storing all the pork rinds and everything, and it was basically like an apartment complex kind of thing. It was like 3 apartments in the front and then storage in the back. So we rented the apartments, lived in one, and eventually sold it, and yeah.
That's pretty tight because you guys got a lot of experience in a lot of little random pieces of business. Like when you
Yeah.
run any kind of business, you like learn little things about everything.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
I think that was like a major part. So he's always been an entrepreneur. I mean, as a kid, he was like a freaking newspaper boy. So like he's just always, you just knew like it took
He's
him a
gonna-
while,
he's
but
gonna
like
try to get
that
his
that's
own,
where he was going. I was never that way. And then I started being friends with him. He's like, "You want to come help me on a route?" And then so I was helping him a lot, and then we started dating, so I was helping him a lot. And I think that's what like taught me most of the like entrepreneurial like mindsets. I'm like, what if we did this or that? And just like, I mean, he taught me like everything I know really, because I never grew up with like an entrepreneur like mind. Like that was just never, I don't know, never came to me that I would do anything like that. So the routes definitely taught us a lot, like basic business stuff.
Yeah.
So why'd you start Club EarlyBird? How'd you start Club EarlyBird? How did that part of the story?
So towards the end of like owning the routes, I was like, I have freedom of money, I have freedom of time, but I do not have freedom of location. I was like, I was stuck in Indianapolis. If we went on vacation, I was so stressed out about our routes, our like deliveries getting done and all that. Vacation wasn't even fun.
I see it in Terry's dad. It's the same. And like in that business, I don't know if you had the same situation back then in Indianapolis, but like he operates out of California and it's really hard to get drivers to stay. Like, what time did you have to start deliveries? It's a little bit different in convenience stores, maybe.
That is like basically why we started early bird.
Yeah, it was super early because one of the places we delivered to was Circle K.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're big out here or not.
They're huge.
Yeah,
They're huge
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Like overall, they're huge.
Yeah,
like if you
definitely.
take,
So they have to have deliveries done by 4 p.m. And we buffed up our routes pretty big to where like you had to do quite a bit of deliveries in a day.
Yeah.
So
I
our
could tell.
drivers had
400.
to start like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So that's where the concept started. It was like in my mind, I knew I wanted to do something online. I knew I needed to solve a big problem. And then this kind of just appeared as like a problem to solve. I need to make it easy for my guys to wake up early, get shit done, get their deliveries, done and everything. So that's when the idea first appeared. And I was like, how do we create a cheat code to waking up early? So that's when we started experimenting with all the different things, put the alarm clock across the room, sniffing salts. You've seen like NFL players do that. They'll sniff salts.
That was about to be
like
our
the ammonia
business.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that was gonna be early bird. We ordered boxes. We ordered like thousands of sniffing salts. Like
Whoa.
we were about to take it off, but we called it
Wake the fuck up.
We realized
I gotta show you the logo.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, you can't promote that.
WTFU had like a little brain logo, and like, dude, I couldn't get anybody to buy it.
To this day,
You couldn't get anyone to buy it?
no.
I think it's just too extreme. It sounds like you're doing coke.
It was too insane.
It just sounds like you're waking up and doing coke or something.
Yeah,
it was
and
like-
you can't advertise
like,
that.
Woo!
Yeah,
Wake the fuck up, motherfucker!
it was too much,
so
too
bad.
intense.
It was like, it was so painful.
It woke you up,
I
but
was
waking
like,
up wasn't
In a painful
enjoyable.
way, yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
like enjoyable. So then like we kept searching, kept testing different
There's
habits.
better ways of waking
It was a
up.
Yeah.
solution, just not the right
It
one.
was a solution.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like the most enjoyable solution. So then I'm reading a book. It's called Own Your Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. He's the founder of On It.
Yep.
You know On It, Alpha Brain,
Joe
all that.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, all that.
Yep.
He wrote a book. It's really good. Own Your Day, Own Your Life. He walks through like the perfect day, morning, afternoon, night, what you should do. The first thing like he put that you need to do is called a morning cocktail. And it was water with sea salt and lemon.
Yeah, I heard him talk about that on Joe Rogan before.
Did
I
you?
started drinking that shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I started doing that and I was like, that was the first time I was like, okay, like, and I always struggled waking up early. Like I always knew I needed to do it as an entrepreneur. I was like, all right, I need to wake up early. I need to be motivated. I need to get shit done.
Do you, as an entrepreneur, have to wake up early?
Technically.
Let me just pull that branch real quick.
at that moment in time doing the routes, he still did. Yes.
At the route time,
For your business.
and currently like
Yeah,
my morning
because-
routine is like technically like if you extend the whole thing, it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So like by the time I actually start my day, it's 10 a.m. So if I start my day at like 9, I'm not really starting my work day until noon. It's like kind of a struggle. So yeah.
No, and I feel you, and I think for me personally, like, and I know you've had the same experience. Like when we start at 9, it's like if you can show up to the office even like an hour early and just knock out all the things you know you have to do in the day.
Yeah.
And then at 9 you start putting out all the fires. Cause like as soon as your day starts at work, it's like you don't know what the fuck's gonna interrupt you. You don't know what problems are gonna arise. But at least from like before 9, like at least it's just kind of you and the computer. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of knock out the shit that you need to get
and you
to
guys
do.
go to the gym.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That's
we
the
go
main
to the
thing.
gym for like an hour and
Yeah,
a half.
same.
sometimes,
Exactly.
so.
So like,
Everybody's had one of those days where like 9, 10 a.m. rolls around and you're like, damn, I feel accomplished.
yeah.
Yes,
Like,
that's the best.
That's the feeling we're trying to like harness and like give to people.
And it's worse when you get to 10 a.m. and you're like, fuck, I haven't even done anything. Like I'm
Yeah.
still in bed and it's 10.
You're still scrolling
which means
in
nothing's
bed on
gonna
your
happen
phone or
until like at
something,
least
like-
1 or 2. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
Yeah.
The weekends are like that for me sometimes. It's like I need to have a better like plan for my weekend.
Yeah, but at
weekends,
the
I'm
same
out.
time, bro, the weekend is like,
It's nice to chill.
dude, it's my day. Don't get me wrong. Some weekends I'll be like, yo, let's play basketball. Let's play at 9:30. I'll get up at like 8, hang out with Terry in bed, and then leave at 9. But some weekends I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm not waking up today, babe. And like whenever I get up, I'll let you know.
Same. We're
do
on
your-
the same
I'm
level.
like, do your own thing. If it might be 11, it might be 1
Yeah.
today. It's gonna get crazy. But
There's
like,
I mean, everyone
don't,
needs those days.
don't wait on me. You know,
Don't wait
Start
on
your
me.
day.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page.
I'm like, I need
Chuckie
that
wakes
day.
up at like 7 on a Saturday. I'm like, it's 7, and I roll right back
Right
over. I'm
away.
like, it is not for me. Like
Yeah.
I am not sticking to
Once
that.
it hits 7, I'm like, I need to do something. I need to go.
I love that, dude.
I need to go. Like I don't have to do anything crazy. I could be watching fucking Dexter, but I have to do something.
Yeah.
I can't be in bed. I can't be sleeping no more.
Your girl loves
No,
sleep.
me when it's cold in the morning and you can't get me out, bro. I'm in there.
Yeah,
He's hibernating.
Dude, I'm like, yeah.
you got that sleep environment going.
Dude,
like,
it's just cold in the room. Like, yo, I got my
you
blanket
turn your
on.
house down at night.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
What
yeah.
temperature?
Like it has to be in the 60s. Like,
Yeah.
like 68, 69. Like that's about
Oh,
it.
you gotta go 66.
And when
bro.
it's cold, you
I'm
can
telling
open the
you.
window
66,
too.
I'd pass out and I would never wake up. I only don't do it because of my wife.
We
When,
do.
when I used to
I'm
live
telling
alone,
you,
I'd be in the mid
66.
60s. It's nice, bro. With the covers on, it's
Oh.
over.
And our
How do you get up in the
bed-
morning?
Our bed chills.
All right,
So
I'll tell you how.
Ooh.
well, you get it's cold out there. It's cold under you. It's
Have-
like, oh my gosh.
It's
Have
too
you-
nice, and you're right in the middle. You're in
Yeah,
that
I'm
little
right
pocket.
in the
of-
middle,
yeah.
and I got a pillow that stays cool. So it's like if I
Have you
roll
seen the
over,
8
it's
sleep
still
beds?
cold.
The 8 sleep beds?
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're all over.
What is
like,
it?
8 sleep.
8 sleep. Yeah, I think
You
I've
guys,
heard of it.
you haven't got these
Fire.
advertisements on Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, is it the thing you attach that cools the bed?
So it's they sell a mattress, but it's also like a thing that goes over the mattress that
Exactly,
controls
yeah.
the temperature.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Like
like,
my friend
electronically,
has
or
one.
is it like through passive?
you put water
Yeah.
in it, and it pumps
Tubes,
water
yeah.
under you and
Yeah.
shit. So like
Whoa.
it
If you
keeps
get the
me.
mattress, it zips, so it looks like a whole
Yeah.
bed.
So when I
Like,
go to
it's
bed, I'm like
intense.
probably 60 degrees at what I'm laying on. And then when I go into REM sleep, it changes my temperature. And then when I go to deep sleep, it changes my temperature.
How does it know?
Heartbeat.
My heart rate, I guess.
It has like sensors in it?
Yeah, it measures. So on my
Whoa.
phone, I can see like how much time I spent in deep REM, all that shit. What my
Wild.
heart rate was overnight, what my HRM is, which is like the difference between your heartbeats.
Damn.
It's like a way to measure like how well you recovered from the day before.
Yeah, it's a bed mostly for recovery. So it started with like a lot of athletes using it to see how like much recovery they got while sleeping, and then how they could like be better the next night and then be more productive the next day.
That's cool.
But
It's worth every penny.
intense.
It's like $4 or $5 grand.
This
gets
episode
hot.
is
It's worth every
sponsored
penny.
by 8
Yeah.
Sleep. I'm
Yeah,
The mattress is 4 or 5 grand.
yeah. Well, like the bed and everything, like the whole system,
So worth.
You can get
Yeah.
My purple bed
can
costs like
get-
fucking 4.5 grand, and it's my
dude.
wife hates
it's
it.
so-
Honestly,
like,
the
you're
purple
literally
bed is
sleeping-
not as
No.
good as it people say.
I think
You
you
have
should
it?
keep the
No, my
purple
brother has
bed.
one though, and I don't really like
I got
it.
the
And
most
my brother
expensive
also
one,
kind of
bro.
agrees.
I got the
should-
most expensive one.
You should
I got
keep the
fucked.
purple bed and just get the topper though.
You get the 8 sleep topper on the purple bed, so you have like a good comfy mattress, but like you also have temperature controlled.
Sleep.
Is it split in half? Because my wife likes it
Yes,
different.
I
than me.
have it at like -3 at night, and I wake up to 0.
That's what
and
I was-
he has it at freaking +7 when he wakes up. It's hot as crap.
So-
Oh, so you
on
like
his
it
side
to
of the
heat
bed.
up so it wakes you up.
So
Yeah.
when I'm sleeping,
I think
it gives
it's
me
gross. I'm like, I don't want to wake up hot.
Wait,
so
you can time
That's
it like that?
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
I would
I
get out-
want this
I would,
now.
I would get out of bed every day if
And
that shit was warm. I'd be like,
no,
listen.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest problem is like I
It's
set it to
so
cold so I can
comfy,
sleep
bro.
good,
I'm like,
but I want it to be hot so I get the fuck out of bed.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the best setting ever. I figured it out. The masterpiece. Ready? Get an 8 sleep bed.
I love this shit.
You set your when you go to sleep at -5. You want to be cold as fuck. You want to get down there.
-5.
Yeah.
She didn't know you were like that.
-5.
I didn't know you were all the
I
way
thought
at
you were
-5.
only
I'm a -5 kind of guy. So that means -5 degrees over room temperature. So we set our room temperature at 66. So 5 degrees under that is where I'm sleeping on, like 60, 61. REM sleep -2, and then deep sleep -1. Gradually, like, and your REM and deep will go through cycles. You go through like 3 cycles overnight. Then when you wake up, +7.
Whoa.
It's hot as shit.
So like I
and
wake up
it vibrates.
and it vibrates. So when I wake
It's
up,
his
I'm like,
alarm going off in the morning, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
like it vibrating on his side. If he gets up before it, I'm like literally yelling through the house, "Turn off the bed!" Because it's
I'm not getting a hot
Oh.
tub
it
when I
only
wake up.
vibrates on his side,
That's
but
so
it
funny.
drives
It feels
me nuts.
amazing. I'm like, I gotta get up. This is nice, but
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. So I get up. Our house is set at 66. I wake up. I walk to the thermostat. I set it for 77. And it,
No,
77.
You haven't been going that high.
yeah, 76, 77
Jeez.
every time.
In
And
the
it,
summer, it's not though.
Yeah. So
In the
it's
summer, it's
Well,
already that hot.
In
I-
the summer, he walks outside.
we live in Florida, so like I crank the heat, but then I take my yoga mat and I go outside, and I'll spend the first hour of being awake outside, like journaling, and I stretch for like an hour. And sometimes
That's sick.
I'll take my laptop out there and like check sales.
And while he's doing that, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's amazing.
So
Okay,
what
wait. So
happens in that
let's
hour?
go. Wait. Okay. I was gonna say let's go back to wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
But like, what happens in that hour?
Man, we went
I
through
know,
so
I know,
much
I know.
shit.
It's good though. It's good though because no one even knows.
Okay. Let's go with Eddie's. Let's go with Eddie's. So what happens in the
that
hour?
hour?
Nobody even knows what we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They've gotten a taste.
That's
by
great.
now.
That's great. You don't need to know.
Just wake the fuck up is all you need.
Wake the fuck
Podcast
up.
is over. Thank you.
Where do you want to start from? Wake the fuck up?
No, Eddie
No, I
was
just wanna
saying
know what happens
he
in
wanted
an
to know what
hour.
happens in the hour that you're outside journaling, all that type of stuff.
My morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through my whole morning routine. So I wake up, I drink Early Bird morning cocktail. If you don't know what it is, go to clubearlybird.com. It's some cool shit. I don't know. Some people invented. So
Sounds like a pretty cool club.
I drink this morning cocktail. It's got clean energy, motivation, electrolytes, everything you need to instantly wake up in the morning without feeling like
And it
shit.
tastes fucking amazing and
Yeah.
delicious.
It tastes like gas.
And the
Delicious.
founders
tastes
are
like
just
gas.
like really fucking cool.
Oh, dope people.
So I wake up, I start sipping on that. I crank up the heat. I go outside. I put my yoga mat down, and then inside my yoga mat, I actually like fold up my journal. It's like inside there. If that makes sense. So I unfold my mat, and my journal's there. I sit down on my mat. I'm hanging out with my dogs. I'm outside.
Do you let Shelby read your journal?
No,
No.
she's never read it.
Whoa.
I've been so tempted.
So I have a journaling technique. I wake up. I'm still sipping on my morning cocktail. I'm stretching. The dogs are around. It's decently warm. It's Florida, so I have the luxury of that. If you don't have the luxury of that, do it inside, whatever. So I whip out my journal. I do what's called my mind dump. So I fill up a whole page in my journal with
Of just
whatever's
whatever
on my
comes.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally a mind dump. Tim Ferriss does it. It's just like literally just.
Do you care about your handwriting? Like, do you ever read it back, or
Dude.
is it sloppy?
I
you
have
can't
such bad
read his handwriting.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
Because when I start, I've been trying to do journaling
I don't think she
more.
could read it if she wanted to. Like,
I've been trying to do journaling more, and like in the beginning, I was like caring because I was like, oh, I need to make this like intentional, and now it's just fucking chicken scratch.
well, here's the thing, like.
because it's more just getting my ideas like out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're writing not for anybody to read. I'm writing to get my thoughts on paper.
It's almost
so,
letting
like,
your
who cares?
consciousness like come out.
Literally, nobody's gonna read it.
Yeah.
So like, I just literally put whatever's on my mind on paper. I do it a little bit differently now. Like I used to just fill up the paper with whatever's on my mind, but now I do it like 3 parts. So the first line is affirmation, like just something like present / future tense.
Normally,
so,
like your goal.
yeah, my
Yeah.
goal. So I write Early Bird is a $1 billion brand. I write down the first thing I write every single day. I write that on the top of my paper. Then I fill up the whole paper with whatever's on my mind, literally anything. Like it's just fucking random. Like if I'm thinking it, it's going on the paper. And at the bottom, I write what I'm grateful for. Like I am grateful, I'm thankful for, or grateful for, whatever. And that just, I think about it a little bit. Like I'm grateful for this. And I think about it. Like I feel it. And then I'm done with that. Close my journal, put it away, and then I start a stretching routine. I do the same stretching routine every morning. It's kind of like a little bit of yoga, but it's all sitting down. I love it. Like it's my favorite time of day. I literally stretch.
No music, nothing, just like you, right? Quiet, or you mix it up?
Usually quiet, but sometimes I put on a podcast.
Okay.
Like it just depends. But sometimes I do like being outside, fresh air, quiet. My dog's chilling around me. Like Zoe is my Shar-Pei. Like she just chills next to me. Like she's the best. So sometimes I just like do that, stretch, talk to her. But sometimes I'll put it on a podcast or whatever. And then Shelby will wake up during the time I'm doing that. So that's like 30 minutes past. Then I'll get on my computer, check yesterday's sales. Like I've been told not to do that by multiple people,
That's
but
where he goes on a rep.
I fucking can't help it. Like I got a problem, but I got to get on my laptop for at least 5 to 10 minutes to check Slack, to check yesterday's sale.
It makes sense.
To check,
daily
like,
check-in at least.
I check in.
Just to get it's like taking a pulse on your day. Like
That's it, yeah.
Is there anything that I need to deal with
I
right
If
now?
there's a
it's-
fire to
yeah.
put out, I need to put it out. Like
I think it's
that.
I think it's only okay for him because I will come out and be like, it's time to get ready for the gym. Like it's time to,
Yeah.
and that will cut him off. I think if I didn't come out,
He would start his
like
workday
he
right
would
there.
just be on the computer all day, miss the gym, like it's noon already.
Yeah, because once you get in that computer zone, sometimes
Yeah.
it's like it's like 2 o'clock and you're like, fuck, I never went to the gym.
yeah.
You know what I don't have is a morning routine.
Dude.
Neither.
You
I
need a
wake
morning
up-
routine.
Dude, here's my thing.
I don't have a morning routine.
I have 2 options of waking up. I'm a weird guy, okay? Like I'm calling it work days, okay? Either I get up at 5:30, 5:45, I nail the gym. Cheers.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
Look how
Love
tiny,
you guys.
Look how
Cheers,
tiny
Brian.
my
Where's
eyes
your-
By the way-
are.
By the way, 4Media, best agency in the world.
Dude, appreciate it.
If you're not using 4Media for your Google, Amazon, Snapchat, TikTok, what else?
You're
Facebook.
wild.
Facebook.
Anything really.
You're just
Content.
crazy.
Content. I mean, you're fucking up. All right. Cool.
I appreciate you guys, man.
That was mid podcast.
Hey,
Hey, appreciate you.
So where the fuck was I?
You're saying you don't have a morning
morning
routine.
routine.
Sometimes you wake up at 5:30.
What is your morning routine?
Okay, there's none. That's what I'm saying. So
You just wake up and come here?
bro, listen, hear me out. 5:30 or 5:45. Like I'm talking work days. I'm not talking weekends. I'm talking work days. Either I get up at 5:30, 5:45. I get ready to go to the gym. I'm at the gym by 6:15 to 6:30. I work out for an hour 15. I shower. I do my thing. Sometimes I watch something in the morning.
Where do you work out? Like at home or?
Lifetime.
We've
Okay.
got a gym that we go to. It's
So
like
you
really
wake
close
up
to the
and go to
office.
the gym?
Huh?
You wake up and go to the gym?
On these days.
That's what I'm saying. On these days. I have two kinds of days. They're exactly the same. They look no different.
But they're both weekdays?
They're both weekdays.
Okay.
Okay, so weekday number 1, I hit the gym. I shower. A lot of these weekdays in the morning, I see Andrew. You know, sometimes we don't see each other. We know the other
At the
man's
gym?
dad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the gym, like a.
Andrew's lifting hard.
Andrew
Dude.
lifts hard. Andrew doesn't
bro.
give a fuck.
Bro,
He
he's
just-
getting swole as
Bro,
fuck,
Andrew went on a 1-week
buff.
trip to fucking Mexico. Comes back, he's like, "I'll see you in the morning tomorrow. Are you going to the gym?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see you in the morning." We're there at like, what was it, afternoon or was it morning?
No, it was morning.
It was morning. It was like 6 a.m. He's like, "What's up, guys?" I'm like, "Yo, welcome back from Mexico."
It was Monday
Is that cool?
morning because we had a meeting at 8 a.m. So normally everyone shows up at 9, and we have like a meeting with all the like team leaders at 8. So that means we got to be at the gym an hour or even earlier on Mondays. So if we're gonna go to the gym on Mondays, it's early.
So it's funny anyways because he just gets back from Mexico and just squats like 3.5 plates. I'm like, what, bro? Like,
No, I was deadlifting.
I don't know. He was deadlifting, squatting. He was
plates.
just doing fucking crazy shit. I'm like, bro, like,
Damn.
I'm trying to get out of bed right now.
Trying to wake up.
Yeah. But no, so that's
Yeah,
one
he
kind of
walks up,
day.
he's like-
So I shower. I'm at work by like 7:45, and I'm like getting my day organized. I'm like crushing my day. I'm like, let me get out all the shit I can't get out. And then day number 2 is I stayed up too late.
When you say day number 2, what do you mean? Like you alternate or
No,
it's
I'm
just
saying
random?
like it's one or the other.
Oh.
It's how my week
Which
is
one
going.
is more likely, day 1 or 2?
They're literally like 50-50. Some weeks it's 100% day 1. Some weeks it's 100%. You know what I mean? It's 50-50, bro. Sometimes I go on
And
3-4
nothing
weeks
determines
straight.
it. It's just like flip of the coin.
It kind of does. It's two things determine it. Is my gym partner responding to me when I wake up in the morning?
You need accountability.
But that's a big part. If someone
Who's
says
your accountability partner?
it's Fredo, my business partner,
Okay.
and some days we just stay up too late, like working or doing something, and it's hard to like sleep at 2, wake up at 5:30. So I get it. But sometimes I'll wake up like, you up? I'll wait like 10, 12 minutes. I'm like, he's gonna work out at night, so I'll just
Yeah.
work out at night too, and then I go back to sleep, and I wake up like an hour and a half later. So that's
Yeah.
the problem.
And what time is like wake up usually?
Whenever work starts, I'm like, work starts at 9. I'm probably up at like 8:15. I'm like
When do you go to bed?
late. That's my problem. Always late.
Why?
But,
Like you working or are you like
No,
Just chilling.
look, I'm working. Sometimes I'm definitely working, but like I'm not like I'm kind of past the point of like working myself to death because I need to. You know what I mean? I work at night because I have no distractions. Sometimes I can have my full flow of creativity. Dude, sometimes like you can ask these guys, they're on the content team, they see it. Like sometimes I'll just be at 11 p.m. and we'll be like watching something and I'll just bust out my laptop and like scroll through every company notification and comment on shit people did. Like, I like this email, do this. I don't like this ad, don't deliver it because of this. I don't like that. And I'll just go down. It's pretty cool because like as a marketer, you like see like 100 ads being made and emails and you're like, oh, change this, do that. I don't like this. And so that's fun for me. But like, I also play video games sometimes. I'd say like,
what do you play?
League of Legends computer game. Super nerdy computer game. But all my friends play it. That's
Love
why I
our
got
video
it.
guy.
Yeah, he plays it.
I think so.
Dude, I got into it
Nerd.
because my friends play. Here's the thing: if all your friends, like childhood friends, played it, you'd be like, let me just play it and like hang out with them. That's how it started.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
like,
like
let's
if
just
your
hang
friends
out.
play it,
Whatever
sucks
your
you in,
childhood friends do, you want to do.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
why we're
bro.
in a fantasy football league. Like, dude,
Exactly.
so
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
deep into it.
So deep, and you're never gonna leave, bro. It's
No.
over. It's like
I'm literally flying to Indianapolis tomorrow
for the draft or
to
for what?
watch the Super Bowl with them because
Fantasy, yeah.
for fantasy football because our last place person has to do a punishment.
And it's on Super Bowl weekend.
So, so last place
Yeah.
always has to do something. This
Yeah.
year, it's the last place has to wear a maid outfit, and they have to be beer bitch during the Super Bowl.
Oh, I
So
love
like he's gonna be in nothing naked, but a
naked
with a
Stop.
maid outfit.
No, he's
and,
not gonna be.
Oh, he's gonna be naked. This is
So his
Dylan.
butt's gonna be
Hey,
out.
shout out to Dylan Hatley. He's a trooper. He came in last place. You deserve it.
I did not know he
You
was gonna
deserve
be
it, he
naked.
said.
Somebody's like, I did not sign up to see this man's
It's
butt.
a fairly
No.
like serious like fantasy football league
It
with
is very serious.
for the amount of money on the line. It's like 2,000, 3,000, something like that. But like last place always has a punishment. We've always had a great punishment. And like that's what we live for. So like last place has to wear this maid outfit, you know, be beer bitch, and like we get to take pictures and like do all these things.
I love
with.
it,
So
bro.
like I'm literally flying to Indianapolis tomorrow to spend Super Bowl getting served by Dylan Hatley in a maid outfit.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's too funny, bro. We talked about this when we were in Texas.
We try to get a
so
we
funny.
need to get a fantasy
Bro,
football
like
league
we have
together.
like 300 people in there at this point. Can we just get a league together? Like,
Can we not
can't
get a
find 12
fantasy football league?
fans, bro? Like,
If you're listening to this and you want to be in a fantasy football league, like first of all, you got to wait a few months. But let's start something. Let's get something going.
you know, let's get it. Let's get the
$1,000 a buy-in.
down,
I'm
bro.
not
Let's
doing
do it.
it because I don't want to end up naked. That's
I think the girls' punishment would have to be a little.
You can wear some underwear.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
I didn't think
I was
about
like,
that.
Damn,
Yeah, yeah.
like that's a bad punishment.
Yeah.
We don't have to have last place have a crazy
Naked
punishment.
one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, We're like scaring people away. We're like, wait.
I got a great calendar on my wall in my office. Like one year we did a punishment where so there's like 10 people in our league and each of us got to pick a picture that he had to do. And then we made a
For the calendar?
And then we
For
made a
each
calendar.
An
one.
of
embarrassing
it.
picture.
Yeah.
That was like your brother. Your brother did the embarrassing photos.
Did he? Did he sell it?
I think I can't remember. I think it was part of a fundraiser, like levels of the fundraiser thing for a
I
stream.
think you're right. You're
It was like if we hit
Oh,
this
yeah,
many on the
he
charity
put, like,
stream,
hearts on
he
it
had to
and
do
shit.
like a naked
He did like a
photo
porn
shoot in like
basically.
a tub and like shit in like a speedo and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
he was like in a red speedo.
some
laying
really
on his-
embarrassing
on
shit
his back
to
and
raise
shit.
money.
And he
That's
was, like-
fucking great.
And he
Yeah.
was fat at the time, so
It was amazing.
it was really funny, actually.
funny.
My mom was like crying. She's like, "What have you done? You've shamed yourself."
You've shamed my family.
He's like, "Mom, it's content.
Yeah,
That's what I
literally.
live for."
Literally.
You could always say that.
Yeah,
it's for content.
It's for content. Like
the
slowly, my parents
scapegoat.
understand it now.
Yeah.
So Club EarlyBird, wake shit up.
Yeah, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up.
Wake shit
Wake
up.
shit
I
up,
like
yeah.
that.
Wake shit up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
WSU, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got all these like products in. I mean, like at least 1,000 sniffing.
Where were you guys like
salts.
sourcing it from? Just finding places that did that stuff, just researching.
Yeah, I mean,
Where we at?
Talking about
Sniffing salts.
sniffing salts.
Okay, we're back to sniffing salts.
Yeah, let's just go back because we haven't even gotten
I
to
mean,
Club
we
Early
didn't
Bird.
So
even-
we're testing different habits. We're like, all right, how do we make waking up early easy? How do we create a cheat code to waking up early, which eventually became the tagline that like really helped us. And we started testing all these different habits, and finally we came across a morning cocktail. Aubrey Marcus coined the term. He wrote in his book, Own Your Day, Own Your Life. It was a glass of water on your nightstand with lemon and sea salt. So I started doing that. I was like, all right, this is kind of helping a little bit. It's not like a game changer, but this is helping a little bit. And then I was like, Shelby, what if like this drink we're drinking had everything that we needed to easily wake up early in the morning?
Because were you trying other things like Alpha Brain and shit like that?
Oh, we
too?
were trying, yeah, everything, dude.
It wasn't Shelby. It was slam open the bedroom door before I'm awake in the morning.
Yeah.
Shelby. Like, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Like,
I'm
it
an
was
obnoxious person sometimes.
yeah. It was outrageous. I was like, well, I don't even know what's happening right now. But
And one thing is like, if I pitch an idea to Shelby and she's like, and she doesn't have to say it's a good idea, but if she doesn't say it's a bad idea, I'm like, okay, I'm onto something.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
You're saying there's a chance.
That's it. That's all you need.
So
bro.
like she didn't turn it down. So I was like, all right, we're on to something. So I started researching like, what do we need in the morning? then I determined like, okay, we need clean energy, we need motivation, we need mood enhancement, and the very most important thing is we need electrolytes to supercharge hydration. Because that was the idea behind the morning cocktail originally, was that when you wake up, you lose over a pound of water overnight, so you're super dehydrated.
Yeah, that's where the salt came in, the salt
Yeah.
cocktail. 'Cause
It's like
salt would-
electrolytes.
Yeah.
And the lemon somehow makes it retain better, some shit
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like that's the original morning cocktail. I was like, okay, what if we like took this to the next level and created a product out of it? So then I started ordering bulk ingredients. There's a company called Bulk Supplements where you can order like just like literally like the ingredient in bulk.
Yep.
And I started ordering like probably 100 at least ingredients, like 100, 200 ingredients
Not
in like
too
their
much.
in their bulk form. And every morning I would like make a new combination of like these like a dozen different ingredients.
They were disgusting.
All right.
Like it
I'm
was
sure it's just raw
nasty.
ingredients.
Well, like
sure.
there's
What
no
were
flavor.
what were the ingredients?
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Like,
raw ingredients,
just
like
raw, like-
glutamine and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's just-
exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Like
yeah.
electrolytes,
It's just
different
fucking, like,
energy
It's like
ingredients.
drinking creatine and water. That's what it's gonna taste
it's like
It's just-
Huperzine. I mean,
It's probably
I don't know.
sour as fuck too. like-
Nootropic, different nootropics, like they don't taste good. That's why there's a reason they're in pill form, because
Yeah.
they don't taste good. So like I ordered them in bulk form, and then we didn't flavor them. Like I would mix the powders together. I would give it to Shelby, me, and I had two buddies that were running the routes. So I'd give it to each of them, and I'd be like, all right,
here's today's formula.
Yeah, I would give them like a
That's
week's
so-
worth
Let me
at
know
a
what
time.
you think.
it was so sketch because like if it was bad, like that could ruin their whole day. Like you're
Yeah.
out on a route just
Yeah.
having a trash
just
day
tripping
because
out and
it's
shit,
just like
like-
bad ingredients. You're like
I mean-
nauseous all day.
We were
like,
using-
I might get sick. Like this is not worth.
Did it ever go really sour? Like go bad?
There was definitely a day, I don't know about them, but I was like, I think we were getting ready for like a Halloween party or something. And I'm like on a ladder, like putting stuff up, and I was like, I was like, something. I just started getting like so nauseous and sick. And I came down, I was like, what did you put in this cocktail this morning? Like, it's not good. It's not good. Like, don't do that one. I was like so sick feeling. And I was like, this cannot
Well,
be what you wake
Yeah,
up to.
yeah,
This
please
is
no.
not well. Like, I was.
Was there any rhyme or reason, or
bad.
were you just kind of like, I know
Yeah,
a little
no,
bit of
there-
this and a little bit of this? And
Yeah, it was like a constant like evolvement. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
this
yeah.
worked, but like they didn't feel the mood part of it, so let's tweak this. And like it
Yeah.
was just a constant like evolvement of.
How
the
long was
ingredients.
this process of just trying all the raw
It
ingredients?
was 2
Forever.
years.
Whoa.
Every morning for 2 years, we tried
Stop.
a different concoction.
Whoa.
What we
guys.
called our morning cocktail.
Stop.
Okay, we didn't take it as serious.
Whoa.
Yeah, because
That's
you
wild.
know,
Say-
Bro.
in the beginning when you have just like a little idea,
Yeah.
nobody takes it that serious, and it's like, hey, this might help you on your route, or like this might help you in the morning.
But you took
Nobody
a step
thinks it's
to do
going
it.
to do
I didn't
it. Yeah.
That's the
expect
important
it to
part.
take 2 years. It was just like a constant like evolvement, and like it never perfected until like
Were
2
you
years
were
in.
you trying to get it to the point where it was going to be a marketable product, or were you really just trying to hack it for yourself?
It was a little bit of both. Like I was trying to create the perfect product for myself, but I at the back of my
You knew
mind,
you could
I
sell it.
also knew that if I did create it, I would be able to like
Yeah.
create an online business and get out of like
Yeah.
the location dependence of my current business.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
but what helped us is like I didn't need it to be successful.
Yeah.
Like I had this distribution business that I did grew to be successful. Like I was fine. So like there was no rush.
So while you were developing, this is actually before you sold the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Like,
So you were giving it to your drivers, doing the routes, you were taking it yourself, all that shit.
yeah,
Gotcha.
like
okay.
every single morning, like me, Shelby, and then two people that I had running the routes out of like the 4 or 5 at the time. I had taking a different morning cocktail every single morning, and then every morning they would give me a score on how it woke them up, how it extended their energy, how their mood felt, and everything.
Did they ever get annoyed
Side
with it?
effects.
Or
Oh,
were they like
yeah,
stoked
dude.
to try it?
No, they were super annoyed. Like, what the fuck?
In the beginning,
Why is
they were
this
like
part of the
so
job?
hype, but yeah, like
I mean-
towards the middle, they're like, okay, really, like
Another
it's
one?
not even good. Like,
Yeah.
we did start adding Mio because it was like we gotta have some kind of flavor. Like
Yeah,
this is just so
Yeah, because this was
plain
just
and bad.
literally raw ingredients, no flavor.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Gross.
for
Every
sure.
Shout out to
morning
my
with
brother
tears.
Adam. He was one of them. Like he didn't give a fuck. He was like, "Give me this shit. I'm down. Like I'm gonna test this shit. Like we're going."
How
at
much
It.
of it was caffeine? Like a decent amount?
So at the beginning, there was no caffeine in it.
Mm.
Like
we didn't want a caffeine because
Yeah.
we thought that was gonna be our angle. So like
Mm.
wake up. I mean, but Yeah.
For the first year, we
Can't
tested
live
no
without it.
caffeine, like probably for a year, and then we started adding caffeine. We're like, it enhances all these other
Exactly.
ingredients.
That's the thing.
Like caffeine with like neurofactor, for example, a neurofactor like increases like your focus and like your brain functions. It works good, but when you combine it with like a natural form of caffeine, it really
Ramps it
goes
up.
ham.
Damn.
Yeah. So like,
That's sick. So during this process, did you ever like get to a point where it felt like slowly you were getting there, or was there like one day where it was like, holy fuck, this is the one?
no, like we slowly got there. Like we were like,
I think we started giving it to more people. We're like,
Yeah.
all right, we're starting to feel a little more confident. Let's like expand this. He will give it to his family. I gave it to my family.
Would you try like the same formula for like a week or something, or would you try the same formula for like a couple days, or was it always a new day, a different formula?
A week at a
I
time,
would
right?
I would say like a few
Pretty-
days at least. We made the little Jello shot cups, and we just
Yeah,
had
yeah.
them like
it would just be powder in a Jello shot cup, no flavoring.
Yeah,
like
just-
if they wanted to flavor it, they had to flavor it themselves, basically.
And they would just mix it into water or whatever.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Brutal.
yeah.
Wild.
And
Wild,
we just
wild.
did that every single day.
I mean, I was taking it to my coworkers.
Bro, how
I'm
much were
like,
you
"Trust
making in this
me."
distribution business? Like $500,000 a month? A little more?
Not that much. No.
No, small.
I was making like 6 figures a year. Like, but I was also doing
Because the margins were just so thin. It was
it was the margins were thin, but I also got to the point where I wasn't doing anything either.
And
Like,
you can only go so far.
I was 100% working in EarlyBird, like formulating this product, like literally 40 hours a week, just researching ingredients. I got to the point where like for a year I didn't do anything in the distribution business. Literally,
Damn.
like, and I had some like really good people working with me that like they took care of it, and I didn't. Shelby's one
so
of
he's
them.
like, I
Yeah.
ran the
Me,
business.
It's like 5 orders and semis are coming today.
I was-
Can you be out back waiting for them? And
Yeah.
it was a pain in the ass.
I was literally just like
That's so funny.
researching.
That's
like
like what Terry
I was
would do.
literally thinking the same thing because it's funny because like some couples are like, I don't want to work with my significant
fuck
other or
wouldn't
whatever.
you?
I
That's
think
just-
it's like awesome when you can work together.
I like ideas and stuff. Like I hate the implementation part of it. Where like she's like my trooper. Like she's the best. Like I have an idea, she executes it, and then once it gets to a point where like it works, then we find somebody to like
Take
automate
delegate
it.
it. Yeah.
yeah. It's like that's basically our process.
Yeah.
I come up with the idea, she executes it, and then we find somebody to automate it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't
we
have
just keep
time
doing
for
that.
all of
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, so get us to the point where it was like, okay, like we found the formula. This is about it. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting there. What was that like?
We had to research manufacturers. And
Yeah.
I'll say our first one was terrible at communication. And it was like, we're trying to launch a product. We're trying to get feedback on like if these ingredients are going to even work together. Like we're not scientists. Like
Yeah.
just because it worked
You're like
for
maybe in the
us-
long term it gives you
Yeah.
like kidney stones or some shit.
Like
Yeah.
just because it worked for us that morning doesn't mean that you can actually combine it and make it an approved product. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, it was just frustrating, and it was like we are trying to launch, like we're trying to get this on the ground, like and at least get it manufactured, and they were just being very slow. So that's when he went into finding. Just reaching out to like so many manufacturers, like, here's my formula, what can you do with it? And it was just, I mean, kind of just waiting to get like feedback from all these manufacturers and who would work with us and like use our formula, who could help us with it, who would communicate the fastest. I mean, it was a wild ride.
Chucky's just pouring.
I went to deep research on like finding a manufacturer at that point, because I was like, all right, we have the ingredients. How do we find a manufacturer for this product? So the first one we found, we back and forth. It was a pain in the ass. I was like, all right, F you. And dude, oh my God, if you think about it, they made the biggest mistake they've ever made in their fucking career.
Oh my
not
God.
not
I'm
Not
sure.
not
talking to
emailing
us,
me quick
yeah.
enough, because I would email them and it'd be like a week long before I got a response. Then I'd email
So
them.
many are like that, by the way.
Yeah. They literally have lost millions of dollars
Which,
because
I
of
mean,
that decision.
I can see it from their side though. It's a nobody that's never even made a product.
But how do
so
they know
like,
that?
True.
How, I mean, how do they know that, though?
They can't act like that.
It's
to-
tough.
To
It's
new
tough.
customers.
So
yeah.
so our current manufacturer, they took a chance on us. They were very respondent. They got us flavor samples. We went back and forth with them, and then we finally settled on a certain flavor, and we are like, all right, this is it. This is the flavor we're gonna go with. Let's fucking roll.
Yeah, they were amazing at flavors. Like,
and we got
they just did the best. at
300 tubs.
That's it.
was the first order. It was like,
Little baby
what?
order.
I'm going to say like $2,000. $2,000 it cost us to get the first order.
Whatever you can get, bro.
And we were like, okay.
We didn't want to do too much because we didn't know
Yeah, you
how
didn't even know
it would
who's
go.
gonna fucking
We don't
buy
even
it.
know who's going to be like,
If
this
they're gonna
product
buy it.
didn't exist.
You know how most people say, like, if I could sell to, like, if family and friends doesn't really mean anything. Like, if I could sell to family and friends, that's like family and friends. It doesn't mean, like, I'm going to be able to sell to the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried to sell so many different things to family and friends that didn't work that I knew if I could sell to family and friends, it would work.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Like they were like your coldest market
Yeah.
because they're like,
Yeah.
nah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck whatever Chucky's making.
Yeah. Dude, I've created
Yeah.
a lot of things and like they didn't buy multiple times. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let's try this. So I launched it with 300 tubs and my family and friends bought it. And I was like, oh my God.
I
They
think
actu-
it was like they seen how saw.
They saw.
We
They
tried to-
say what it was.
I'm trying to like think
Yeah,
out my whole
yeah.
sentence, but they saw like how long we spent
Did I
on
pour?
it and like make
No, you
it,
didn't.
and then
I didn't?
You
No,
didn't.
you
You
didn't.
poured mine.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think you poured yours.
I was like, this looks like Coke.
It
because
is
it
good.
is, you might just need just Coke. I think it was
Turn up.
We got some more
because
ice right here too.
they saw us together and like saw how much work we were actually putting into this one, where their other ideas we've had have just been like shoot the shot, like whatever.
Yeah.
But this one actually took time and effort, and it was a real product we could put in their hands with a real label, and
Yeah, it
was
looked
more
legit.
Significant. Yeah, and I think that's
it wasn't the
why-
little
too.
Jello shots.
Yeah, they were like, this is real. Like, wow, they like had somebody make this for them. So I
Like they
think
couldn't
that's
just make
why.
this in their kitchen or some shit.
Exactly,
Like there's
yeah.
packaging and
But,
there's
Yeah.
but
tubs
at the
and-
same time, like with the sniffing salts, I actually had a custom box made. It was rectangular. It had the
Yeah, but we didn't put much time into that. It was just the sniffing.
yeah, but I launched it. No, literally 0 people bought. I'm not even joking. I launched it online. I couldn't even get a fucking friend to buy it.
wow.
So it was the idea
They're
behind the
scary.
sniffing salts
They're
just to give
scary.
I won't go on this too long, but you sniff it. It was like a lemon scent,
We're
which
gonna
is like
put, like, an
supposed to like
essential
give you a
oil.
nice scent,
Yeah.
and then you crush it, and then you get the ammonia, and then you sniff, and you're like, oh, I'm really up. So that was the idea behind it. But
the
dude,
thing that I think is the interesting about that is like what you're saying, like no one even bought. It's like I think when it comes to like launching something new, it has to be familiar enough to for people
Yeah.
with a new twist. You know what I mean? Like it can't be
Dude.
something like it can't be something that's so new that it's like what the like it's completely foreign to them. But if it's a drink, everyone knows what a drink is.
you're spot on.
But then it's just a new added little twist, and that's the key. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to like
Do you guys
make
know,
the wheel
do you
better.
guys know
Key.
Steven Larson?
This
Have you
is
ever
the
heard
key.
of him?
Steven Larson.
Steven Larson?
That was a huge game changer.
This is the key right
We
here.
can get into
Go for
that
it.
because that was
That's it.
not our first.
No, who's Stephen
Shaker.
Lawrence?
Steven Larson?
yeah,
He,
go
he
for
was Russell. You know Russell Brunson?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's Russell Brunson's funnel builder. He worked with Russell Brunson like
Okay.
from
He
here
brought
to
him
me,
on in the
from me to
beginning,
you,
yeah.
like in the office. And he taught us like the concept of like, you know how like the blue ocean strategy, like
Yeah.
creating a blue.
I just did a whole webinar
ocean
on this
offer,
today,
like
for a TikTok offer.
it's very hard to create a blue ocean.
Yeah.
Like you have to do so much marketing. You have to have so much fucking money to create a blue ocean. That the real thing you want to do if you want to create a like a big business fast is you create a
Yellow Ocean.
red
offer.
offer in a blue ocean. So you go into a blue ocean like
Or is it a
Wait,
blue
no,
offer?
No,
It's a blue offer and a red ocean.
and a
Exactly.
red
Yeah,
ocean.
yeah.
For
I got
people
you.
that are not tracking, what is the blue ocean? What's the red offer mean?
So, nope.
Blue Ocean is
No,
low
don't give that to me.
competition, high margin. Red Ocean is high competition, low margin.
There's like
It's
blood in the waters.
Bloody water.
Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So you go
Everybody
into
is there.
you go into a very competitive market where people are already buying
Energy
shit,
drinks.
and you create
Exactly.
a blue offer inside of that red market. So like our ocean is morning energy. People are already doing that. They're drinking coffee. They're drinking tea. They're drinking energy drinks.
Monster.
So we went into that red ocean that's so competitive, and we created a blue offer, the morning cocktail.
In that book that Jonathan Kendall told us to read, the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. Have you read it yet?
That's a great book.
No, because Fredo took it off my desk.
Fucking schmuck.
Fucking rat. Every time I get a book, bro, someone from the
I love you,
office,
Fredo.
a copywriter or a marketer from the office, takes the. They walk into my office like, bro, that looks really good. Can I read that? I'm like, sure.
It's a really good
never
book.
get to read my own books. Bro.
I've been loving it.
I
But,
like hunt them down and shit. I'm like, yo, where's that fucking book you took?
Start getting like.
but one of the laws is that there's only ever really like two. Like the two at the top are really the only ones that matter. There's Apple and there's Microsoft. You know,
Yeah.
like there's Apple and there's Android. You know,
Yeah.
like there's only two.
Exactly.
But then but from those two, then there can be a branch of two. So it's like in the energy drink space, there's probably two. But then as that niche gets old and as it gets more mature, then a new branch off of those two starts to happen.
Yes.
So like you have like the luxury car market, then you have the Japanese luxury car market, then you have, you know what I mean? Like you get like like little tiers off
when
of
you
it.
think of morning energy, you used to think of coffee, tea, energy drinks. What we're trying to do is think.
I don't even think of
Like,
tea really.
I would
Yeah, tea
barely
is like
even
bullshit.
think of an energy drink. Like I thought that was too.
Yeah, so it's
early
basically
to start.
coffee owns.
I agree. It's like
coffee
energy drinks
owns
like a
Like
11
an
a.m. and
afternoon-
up.
Yeah, let
minimum.
me wake
Yeah.
up a little bit.
It's too carbonated for like the morning.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, so maybe breakfast drinks more coffee and
It's
tea.
basically coffee and tea, mostly coffee.
99%
owns
coffee.
the
Yeah.
morning energy space. So what we're trying to
or
do
maybe even
is
like a smoothie.
we're trying to carve out a new category called
Yeah.
the morning cocktail.
We're just coming at Egg McMuffins.
We're like, hey, if
skip it.
if we can if we can carve out a 1% market share of the morning energy market of where that coffee owns,
That's all you need.
bro.
1%.
Think of how big is that market?
Yeah.
It's
Stupid.
stupid.
Well, and we
Silly.
didn't even realize it until we started searching, and we're like, okay, there's got to be something like this. Like, we cannot be the first people. And we really only found like one cheap little Amazon product, and
Yeah.
it was stupid and not even getting pushed, which they're probably getting sales from us now because we're pushing the morning drink on Amazon. But that was
Nah,
it.
we
And
let
I
him
was
get
like,
sales.
how? Like, how is there not? So we really, I mean, that's when it kind of started clicking too. Like, shit, like we got to go all in on this. Like, I don't know. It was just like creating
When
that
in
blue
any
ocean
market,
was
you
wild.
also got like 40% of people, like in literally any market, you got like 40% of people that are diehards. You got like 40% of people that are like, whatever, I'm okay with that. And then you got 20% of people that are frustrated about that solution. So it's the same with coffee. You got 40% of people that are like diehards, like, I'm a coffee drinker, fuck you, I'm not going to drink anything else. You got 40% of people that are like, I'm drinking it, but like sometimes it
I
makes
could
me
replace
jittery, like it's whatever. And then you got 20% of people that are like, I literally can't do it. It's not for me. In any market, you need to go after the 20% of people. If you go after that
Exactly.
20% of people and you create a real solution, bro, and it's a big market, you're going to be a big brand. It's that
Totally.
easy. It's really that easy.
Because if you just try to imitate all the others, then you're always just second to that one. But if you become the antithesis of that, then you're attracting all the people that are already not really attracted to this, and that makes up a pretty big chunk of
Yeah.
the market.
So you attract those
I love
20% of people that are frustrated, or really frustrated, that are not going to drink coffee. That's our morning cocktail solution. And then once we get big enough, we start attracting the 40% of people that are like so-so. Once we start attracting those people, then we go real big.
Yeah, because that was one thing I loved about when we started working with you guys, like in the like kind of copywriting section of our like intake form, was like you even explicitly said that like we're not going after the coffee drinkers. We're not gonna like convince them otherwise.
If
like
you're
there's
a
no
diehard
point.
coffee drinker,
They
And that
literally-
works for you, then
got
who
your
cares?
solution. You don't need.
They will take it to the grave.
Yeah.
And they will
Totally.
let you know. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, that's fine
We're-
with me.
you're
like,
not
you're
our-
not
it's
hurting
fine.
me. Like, I'm not butthurt about it. Like, it's fine. But, yeah, you don't want to go after
I love
it.
that. Okay,
Like,
okay.
let
So,
it be.
so take us back. So you started launching the product, and your family and friends started actually buying this shit.
Yeah.
So what? So then what?
So we bought 300 tubs that were like, okay, let's see if we can sell this shit. We've tried and failed on
Yeah,
multiple
we did
different
it
things.
out of our garage.
And this was how many years ago?
Casual story. 2019.
Wow.
2019, yeah.
Not even that
So
long
with
ago.
that apartment complex, in between the big ass storage unit was a 25 by 25 garage. So we remodeled it. We had like a I'll call it a man cave because you got to take it over.
I put a bar
I
in
mean,
it.
there was a bar,
Hell yeah.
a pool table, there was everything.
Makes sense.
And but it was big enough, and it had its own garage door that we were like, we're launching this business out of this garage. So we got all the tubs delivered. I mean, I just saw the videos the other day. I don't know why they popped up because it's not even October, but they were popping up. And then we got all the shakers, and that's not even our original shaker. We had this
So
one.
why did you guys go with a cocktail shaker? Or what was the...
So
Yeah.
every step of creating Early Bird, we wanted to be unique. We're like, everything we do, how can we be unique? So in the product itself, it's made the night before. It's ready on your nightstand. That's never been done before.
Yeah.
The blends, it's unique. It's clean energy. It's mood enhancement. It's motivation. It's electrolytes. Unique. Now, how can we create like something that goes on the nightstand that's unique? So originally it was literally a cocktail shaker, like that you
Like the
see in a
big
bar.
Like the ones that like pop
Yeah, it was
up.
three pieces.
It was 3 pieces. Like it was this part. It was
It
the middle
could
part
cut
and the
you.
cap.
And those things leak too.
Yeah.
I mean, it leaked.
It's
it
kinda
cut
gross over time.
people.
We had our
It
logo
was
on it.
bad.
We had our logo on it, and then we launched with that. And like, dude, tons of people got like cut up.
Because the metal was just sharp.
Because you're
Yeah.
like, okay, you're going
They
like
sliced,
this,
like literally sliced their hands open.
trying to open it
And they
because
cut
of
their
the
whole finger.
suction,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was like coming
Fuck.
off because it was like it was just cheaper and really thin metal. So like when they would just slide it off,
So I'm like,
and we were like,
Oh,
no.
fuck. Were you guys like afraid of lawsuits and shit?
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, for sure. I was like, we either have to like,
I mean, luckily at the time it was just family and friends.
yeah, it was mainly.
really, like
We did do
You
some
found that
Facebook
problem
ads.
quick.
We
Yeah.
had some like success with like Facebook ads. I was like, okay, like this is something. Like we could do something.
Were you running them personally? Just trying to experiment,
yeah, I
trying to
was
mess with
For
it?
sure. Imagine hiring someone
Bro,
like right there.
the
That's
craziest
stupid.
thing.
Yeah.
Like my sister took pictures of our product
and IKEA.
in IKEA. So like we went to
It's such a genius idea though. It's like lifestyle. It's
There's
like
so
perfectly-
many bedrooms and kitchens, and
they had the
you're just-
perfect like setup. I
we
was
were
like,
literally like look
They have
around.
sets.
I took
sit
my
it
sister
down.
had
They
like
have
a
sets.
my sister
Yeah.
had a great camera. I was like, all right, Emma, come with us. And I took her to IKEA, and we set the cocktail shaker and the tub on different nightstands. We just went through the whole store until they told us we had to leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
they literally kicked you out?
I don't know
No,
if they
no,
actually
no,
kicked us
no.
out. They
I'm
came
sure
up
they
to
like
us.
closed.
They came up to us a couple times, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "We're just taking pictures.
They
like,
were
don't
just
mind us."
wondering what we were doing.
But
Like,
they had
nobody
literally had the
ever
perfect
cared.
setup at every spot. Like we just had to edit out the labels.
A
and shit.
nightstand.
We
Yeah.
did kitchen table or like kitchen counters. We have one of our like thank you emails is us at a freaking kitchen table in IKEA, just like
Stop.
cheersing the cocktail shaker. That was like how we
That's
started.
fucking hilarious.
And what's the funniest thing is like
That's gold.
we took one picture where then after that we went to my parents. My parents opened up a bar and grill in southern Indianapolis.
separate than
And-
the first one
And my sister took pictures of like the shaker cup and tub on the bar
with the
right before they actually opened. Bro, we've been running that ad for over 2 years.
Wow.
It has done better
Literally,
than any of
I
our
can't
other
beat it. Literally, we've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on content. We can't beat this picture.
Stop.
It's blurry
It's
too.
dark.
Stop.
It's dark and it's just on their bar top, and it's just
Like we
the
still
tub,
running
a
it.
shaker, and a fake mimosa. I literally used blood orange Italian soda because I was like, it would look like a mimosa, and
Yeah.
we were going for the factor of like, let's show them what it tastes like. Not this is what it looks like. This is what it tastes like. Because some people have been like, I poured it out and it doesn't look that orange, and I'm like, no, I was trying to tell you what it tastes like, but
Yeah.
it's literally just that, and it is art still. It's
Still
That's
it
a, that's a
always
always
does.
huge
it.
tip actually for people running ads and stuff. Like if you're doing content for like a protein bag or something,
Show what
put
it
some
tastes
peanut
like.
butter cups around it, put some ice cream around it, put the fucking flavor. People
That-
will comment,
yes.
this looks like it tastes amazing.
No, that's
The,
the biggest
the powder's
thing.
not even in the
Bro.
fucking image.
The biggest
There's just
thing-
peanut butter cups.
The biggest thing is like, oh, it's vanilla. Make a freaking vanilla cake slice next to it. Like, put what it tastes like in there. You can't tell people what it tastes like over the internet. So if you could put that in an image, like, let your imagination run wild. What does that taste like to you? And just throw all that food in there.
Lady
and there'll
Boss
be
does
like,
a good job with that.
yes, that's where we got some of our ideas because she has like a vanilla cake protein
They've got great photography.
The brownie is like
Their photography is sick.
fat brownie.
It's like
Their
we
website is
insane.
dope.
We actually have a ton of flavor drops this year. We're gonna hit you guys up about like
Hell
taking
yeah.
pictures of like. Do we have like?
No, but we
We have
need
8
some
launches
wild
planned
stuff.
between now and the end of the year.
That's amazing. That's what
It's
you need. You need to just do
insane.
exclusive drops and
Yeah.
run it.
We're
all
already
limited
behind.
edition.
We're already behind.
Literally $2 million a month just off
Bro.
drops.
I mean, one was
Like-
supposed to be in January. So
every
that's
3 to
how
4
far behind
weeks
we are.
for the end till the end of the year. Every 3 to 4 weeks, we're gonna have a drop.
I saw you
It's
guys
gonna
with the
be
blue raspberry with
crazy.
the vape for the.
Yeah,
He had like this fake like.
It looked good. You did a
Dude,
it
was
was
good.
good.
It was an ashwagandha vape, and he was like, I was like, you're not gonna get enough out.
I didn't even know they made ashwagandha vapes. That's
Yeah,
pretty
she
fun.
had it. It was just literally ashwagandha and a vape.
Yeah.
Lame as fuck.
That's the most like, that's the
where
most
are we
like
in the world, bro?
2022
Ashwagandha
thing of all time, and ashwagandha vape.
Like, come
That's
on.
so
Look,
funny.
really important thing here, marketing wise. The image that doesn't look fucking amazing works a lot of the time.
Oh,
Dude, I have a friend. You know who you are. You're listening. I was like, so I met this guy. He wasn't like anyone important. Like in the communities and circles we were in, I was looked up to a lot more than him. He was just this random Joe Schmo. I happened to be in a city. He was like, yo, come chill, come hang out. Let's link up. I was like, you know what? You seem like a cool dude. I'll come by tomorrow. Like, we'll link up. I got nothing to do. I'm just working in the day. I'll work out of your office. We meet up. He's like, yeah, dude, you know, I'm doing some cool stuff on Shopify. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I just started a couple months ago, and I don't really like, you know, I'm just kind of like messing around. I'm like, okay, messing around. Like, let me just see. Like, he's
I know who this is.
$300 of sales, probably. Like, what's
why did you say his name?
huh?
Oh, was he?
Because I don't know if he wants.
It's
me to-
okay. It's okay.
Just
to
keep
say
going,
How,
keep going.
how
Keep
it
going.
happened.
Don't fall into his peer pressure.
So I was like, no, I'm not. And then so he opened it up, and it was like $400,000 this week or something. It was some crazy ass shit. I was like, what?
$400,000 a week.
Like some crazy shit like that. Yeah, it was like insane.
He's like, I'm
What?
messing around on Shopify.
Yeah, he's like, okay, it was. Let's just say that month it was a month. Let's say that month.
Okay.
But in 60 days it became a week.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but like let's just say that month it was like that much in a
God
month.
damn.
And he was like, yeah, I'm just messing. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I looked at it's not like $400,000 and like, you know, 10, 20, 50, 100. It was like 0, 60, 400. I'm like,
What?
what are you
Tell me
doing?
more.
He's like, yeah. I was like, he's like, yo, can you audit my ad account? Like, I want to like take it to the next step. I'm like, sure.
You're at the next step.
I'm like, I'm
there,
like,
bro.
sure, I can learn. I mean, audit. You know? So he
You're
logs.
like, I want to know everything.
like this.
No, guys, it was actually insane. And I opened his ad account, and this is like pre-iOS. I opened his ad account on Facebook and on Google. He has this fucking massive MacBook screen. I opened them both up. He's like, what do you think, man? Can we take it to the next level? I was like, bro, this is the shittiest ad account I have ever seen in my fucking life. How are you getting a 20x return at $400,000 a month? He's like, I have no fucking idea. The fucking photo was just like, it was in the fitness industry. And the photo,
I knew who it was.
advanced ass weight, all the sickest shit, nothing worked.
What do you mean photo? Like
Look,
one picture?
One picture was
His
the
winning-
only was the
his-
no, it was the only ad he ever
Oh,
ran. Like
oh.
no nice shit,
What?
no nothing.
It wasn't even like a winning creative. It
Guys,
was the creative.
if I showed you it, you would
It was
you would
the
laugh.
creative.
They searched
If you're listening,
weights.
you're about to get the secret to success.
Dude, they searched weights on Google, just weights, and there was like a picture of like 45 plates, 25 plates, old ones, like metal ones, like in a warehouse lying on the ground. Just like an overhead shot of like 6 or 7 plates on the ground. It was a fucking mess. It looked like shit, like a Motorola Razor. That was the only ad he ran. And then I looked at his Google account, and he just had like a smart campaign on, just printing 30x at like $100,000 a month. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, bro. And anyways, long story short, I tweaked a few things that day. He didn't touch the account for like 60 days. I was like, don't do anything. Let me change these Google campaigns. Let me change these Facebook campaigns. Like monitor Facebook, but like leave Google. And then like 2 months later, he did like 2 months later in 45 days, what we were managing at that point, they did almost $4 million in like 45 days.
What?
Dude, and like still on that image on Facebook.
Oh my god!
What was this image?
It It was that.
It was the plate.
It was this
It was the
image
plate?
of the
You were
metal
here.
plate.
You were
That's-
here for it.
Bro, I can't explain how bad it was because you wouldn't believe it if I showed you. It's worse.
Literally,
than
when you
Why,
he
though?
Googled the word like weights.
I'll find you like an example of like.
No, but listen to this. So the reason why I think it also blew up was this was like
for sure,
pandemic.
but
Okay,
like.
yeah. Weights
everyone
were
was trying to
hard
buy
I get
one
it,
buy.
but still, the photo
Yeah.
you would.
But still,
Guys, their AOV was $2,000, and if you looked at the photo, you wouldn't spend $50.
I could see that though. Yeah. Weights were very
Their
weights
AOV
were
was
sold
like
out
metal
in a
weights on the
day
ground,
when
you
COVID
know?
Oh, yeah,
hit.
yeah, that's true.
It was like
Insane.
okay. Let me tell you exactly what it looked like
Did
because you
he
guys would know.
actually have stock?
Yeah, no, it was drop shipping from China. So here's what you guys I guess would understand.
drop
You've worked with Chinese suppliers or no?
Yeah, that's.
Our shaker cups.
Have you gotten photos from them? Like,
Oh my God, she's the best person ever.
Oh, she is
sends
best?
me
Oh,
so
okay.
many
I mean,
photos and videos.
bad example.
She's
His photo was the photo of
adorable.
his supplier in China just taking a picture of the warehouse.
No way.
With weight. Like just a shitty camera phone and like sending it to him on like
Oh no,
AliExpress.
And that's what they advertise?
And that's what they use as an ad.
I mean, her photos.
Bro, they made so much
No,
money. It
her
was
photos are
retarded.
not good.
That's
They had
amazing.
5
Yeah.
exotic cars overnight, bro. It was retarded. The
Bro.
bro, it was a 30x. It wasn't like a 2, 3x, 4x at 4.5 mil. It was a 30x.
I mean, I'm just trying to get 1.5.
bro,
baby.
that's what I'm saying. Give me 1.9 and I'm fucking
Wow,
celebrating.
what the
You know what I mean, bro?
hell?
30 at 4 million a month. It's like it just doesn't make sense. Anyways,
printing
crazy
money.
story
That's
about
crazy.
your thing. Same situation. It's like this shitty photo and like
Yeah,
Nothing
stop
beats it.
doubting your easy photos. I mean, get that freaking
Dude.
iPhone to work, baby.
Sometimes you
Put
can
that
definitely get in
shit
your
up.
head.
Adjust your lighting.
You could get in your head and
You're so right.
and
It's
be
so-
like, hey, if I only had this, this, what's the Sasquatch brand?
Dr. Squatch.
Dr.
Dr.
Squatch.
Squatch. If I only had the Dr. Squatch video, like, dude.
Bro, those videos
His
like
videos
are
are
fun to
so
watch, but
easy.
like I also don't buy from them. Like you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
entertaining, but
He's
like
never bought
I'll
the
give you an
soap,
example.
So I'm like, why do you like it so
I'll
much?
give you the craziest example.
you're so right.
Yeah.
We have worked
It's
with
not converting.
number one, the Harmon brothers. They created multiple ads for us.
This
We-
is nothing against them.
To
No,
be
nothing
fair,
against them.
amazing.
to be fair, the Harmon Brothers ad that they made for you guys, super
It's-
funny
No,
and, it's,
you're,
and
you're
very
not,
entertaining.
you're not thinking about
It's
the Harmon
amazing.
brothers, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
oh.
You're
it's-
thinking of,
I'm thinking of
So-
Chamber.
yeah, you're thinking
Oh,
of
okay,
Chamber.
okay.
So we had,
No, but
we
our
had,
Harmon Brothers stuff was
so we had Harmon brothers make a video for us. Where actually
Not
they made-
everything hits at the end of the day.
Harmon
you know?
brothers made 5 videos for us.
There's just certain
Chamber Media
things.
made 1 main video and like 5 retargeting videos. We worked with AOA. They make some good shit for us.
AOA, yeah, fire.
You guys have made some really good shit for us. We've basically worked with all the good stuff.
We by the way, when we made your content, we thought like you. We're like, let's do something they don't have that's super different and like
Dude, it was great.
The video game
So
one
good.
is still like one of my favorite ads we've ever
it's just
So
done.
unique.
freaking
It's just
good.
unique. It's just
So
unique.
freaking good.
I love that.
Oh my goodness. Like so out of the box.
Yeah.
But the thing that stands above and beyond is the picture my sister took at the bar.
You
Still
spent like
do.
$100,000 on
Time and
content.
energy and shit.
What's so good about
So
like
funny.
business and like especially like online marketing is like people don't care how much you spent on the content.
If your sister hears
Does the
this,
content resonate?
she's gonna be like,
She
where
wants
are my
royalties.
royalties?
She's gonna be like, dude, where's my money?
She's like,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
am
give
I
me
doing
something.
so good? I'm
She's gonna open a marketing agency. She's like, let's just take them.
I mean, we've been telling her for years, like, follow this photo thing. She hasn't, but like, she's really good at it, and I really think she should follow it in a different way, like just product, like she did for us.
Product
Product
photography.
photography is
A
amazing.
lot of photographers don't go into product photography because they don't have any like they're thinking like, oh well, this brand's not paying me, so why would I like spend so much energy to shoot it?
Well, they also think they need like, oh, I want it in a white box with a white background. No, I need it lifestyle. Like, and
Yeah.
you can do this in your kitchen. Like, get out there and do it. It's so easy for them because they're already photographers. They know how to edit. They know where the scenery is.
exactly.
They
Their
know
skill
the
set's already
angle.
there.
They
and most of the
know-
background's gonna be
yeah.
like blurred the fuck
And
out
you don't
anyways,
have to
you know?
fix anybody's pimples and shit. Like,
You're so
it's
right.
a freaking tub. Like, the hardest part we had is this
Is the
shaker
reflections. The hardest part is the reflections. Even on the
hardest part
tub. Even
of
on the
our
tub a
product
little
is
bit.
That's
stuff.
why Nightcap was fire because that was me.
That matte
I
black,
made
the
that
matte black shaker.
Black. Shelby.
The matte black
Obby,
shaker is
like,
sexy.
Matte black is just my
The orange
thing.
one's coming too, right? That
Yeah.
one's gonna be.
I gotta ship
That's gonna
that to
stand
you guys
out.
too.
The orange one
That's
is
gonna
fire.
stand out, bro.
Yeah.
The orange one is awesome. We've already sold 800 to 900 of those, and we're ready to just like sell that out. So
We
get
brought that
rid of
in
that
for
shit.
a post purchase offer, basically.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Really?
you need another shaker cup? Get this orange.
Get the orange one.
Funny thing, our
Genius.
manufacturer, her favorite color is
You don't
orange.
sell it on the site, right?
Not by itself.
No, because you
Not
can't
really.
buy it by itself. That was one thing I loved about y'all's offer. Like when I looked through the page, I'm like,
We did
Like,
at first. We had
yeah.
a separate sales
At
page
first,
for
we
it.
like launched it to the Facebook group. Those people can buy it for like if they wanted to pay a premium for it, like stupid amount. Like if you're paying that, that's stupid. But
No, not if you're listening. You're a very smart person, and we're so glad.
It's
you're
very-
about
a,
your
you're a
shaker.
loyal early.
You're
You're a
an
loyal
amazing
club early
person.
bird.
You're a little too
Member.
loyal. Is what
It's
they
a
say.
badass shaker, but our manufacturer came up with like, what about making different colors? And we had thought about it before. We were like, how will we use that, or what will we do with it? And I mean, craziest thing is she told us her favorite color is orange. So like she was trying to send us pictures like, do you like this orange? And she had everything at her desk, different shades of orange compared to our shaker.
That's a good.
She was like, here's my phone case because my favorite color is orange. Here's my phone case that's orange. Here's my little man next to my desk that's orange. And like, this is all the shades of orange you could have. And like, which one do you
Amazing.
like? I was
No,
like,
but to be
"You're
fair-
the bomb."
To be
Like,
fair, think about like how many shades of like hydro flasks and stuff people buy, and if this is something that's designed to
Exactly.
sit on your nightstand, that's like a part of same. Like this is what I
and
think. Like
brewmate. I mean, how many
Yeah.
koozies do you need? But
Yeah,
like
100%.
every color comes out, and you're like,
Yo,
I need
hear
that
me out.
color.
Yeah.
Is the
and
orange one
even-
glow in the
even-
dark or no?
No.
No,
That'd be
but
kinda
that'd be
sick.
dope. That'd be dope.
oh,
Right? Like they're waking up, it's dark. 'cause
What
they're getting
about-
up early?
Oh, shit.
Don't you want to know where to be able to grab it?
Glow in the dark.
Only
what I
the
was-
logo. Only the logo.
Only the
maybe?
logo glow in the dark.
Anything.
That would be
Oh,
sick.
Only the
dope.
early bird, like
That would be
oh.
sick because if
dope.
you wake up in the middle of the night, you're looking and you're like, man, I'm
There
stoked
it
to
is.
drink that shit when
There
I
it is. I don't
finally
have to
wake
think
up.
about it.
Dude, really?
Ooh.
We
Because
already
that's like
have-
when it's
I mean,
dark, you see that shit. You're like,
That's
We
that's
dope.
have
dope.
gold on the way too.
Yeah, we have gold.
The gold ones look tight. I saw some previews. But what I was gonna say is like you could even potentially have like some kind of thing like where for a while you have like a bunch of limited colors and there's only like a certain amount of each and people can just claim their color. You know,
Alright,
because you know
alright.
like some people like people that love purple, they have like everything purple.
I need.
you know what I mean? Like
I
if
need
you got a
like
purple
your
one,
opinion.
Yeah.
So I was on the same level. Like I will collect all the colors. Like let me just
Yeah,
collect
yeah.
that.
I'm
shit.
sure a lot of people will.
Yeah, and
because also
they
you
will
rinse them out and you use a new one the next morning.
almost. I mean,
I'll be right
a
back.
crap
You gotta pee?
Yeah,
ton,
pee.
a crap ton of our nightcap customers only wanted nightcap because it was that black matte shaker. They're like, I just have to have the black matte shaker. Like they were like hype. Did he hit something?
No, he almost
Oh.
did.
Oh,
No, you're good.
but a lot
The
of
matte
people,
black shaker.
a lot of people only wanted nightcap because of that matte
That
black
honestly, that
shaker.
would have probably been me.
I told him when they came in, I was like, I'm telling you,
I
we're
like the matte
barely
black
gonna-
better than these.
We're gonna barely have to sell it because everybody's just wanna. It'll feel like an upgrade. They'll be like,
Exactly.
I just need the shaker. Like, of course I'll buy the tub if I get the shaker. Like, I just need to see the shaker. So I was thinking, what if we did it for our flavor drops? Because our flavor drops are already different colors. Like we had blue ras, it was all blue tub. We had pink guava, all green and yellow. Pick each or whichever color
If you can get
want.
the tubs that easily, for
green
sure.
caramel apple,
Yeah.
green tub.
Yeah, caramel
Yeah.
apple. It could have been like green shaker.
And
No,
the
I
only way to
agree.
collect it is
I-
to get that tub.
Yes,
Yeah.
because here's the thing: the tub is gonna go in the trash after the powder runs out, but the shaker
The
they will
shaker is
totally
always-
keep.
and they wanna collect it.
and then you have a collectible based on it's like oh, you have the purple one. Yeah, I got the limited edition drop back
Okay,
last year when they did the
exactly.
fucking this flavor.
Watch.
Yeah.
Here's my point of view. We've also
I
done.
just watched that tripod.
we
Chucky.
normally do colored sunglasses with every flavor drop, but only the first 1,000 orders get it. And people would literally be like, I got the blue and the pink, and oh my god, I needed the purple and I missed the purple, like I didn't get that color or something. And so like I'm like, what would happen if we did a
different
shaker?
colored shakers. Yeah,
Because they're already freaking out about the sunglasses, and it's like cheap little
plastic sunglasses, yeah.
that we only
Dude,
gave to 1,000 people.
We got the best customers,
But they're
bro.
literally
Oh my
losing
God.
their shit that they didn't get to collect them all on the sunglasses.
You know what's crazy? So many stores have couldn't solve their marketing problem. Asked me to, figure it out.
CUM.
Yeah, CUM. Like,
Coming.
or maybe they haven't.
Coming, Georgia.
Maybe they haven't.
We
in
went
a
through
long
there
time.
today.
You know what's so funny?
Laugh.
You want to hear what's really funny about Coming Georgia? Is
I got a picture of the water.
there's a dating site and it's called Coming Singles. And there's just billboards everywhere at Coming. It's just ComingSingles.com. It's fucking great. We had a Catholic private school and the billboard at the entrance was ComingSingles.com and a statue of Mary underneath it. I couldn't. Every time I drove into school, I just laughed.
Bro, that's so good.
This is so good. But so many of their problems were solved because I took what was the hottest selling item and I said, you can't buy it. You can only get it if you spend this much. And everyone spent that much to get it. Because the thing that people want, they will spend more money to get. They don't look at it as that. They just want that thing. And they're buying things along the way. It's not like they're just spending money. They're getting a tub.
Attract people that have money. Like, attract big money people. Like, our biggest customer base is 200K annual income plus.
That's insane, bro.
Our biggest demographic.
High performers. They're
by
waking up early and
far
shit.
Is 200K plus.
But still, like,
By far?
They're not price sensitive.
Wow.
Yeah, by far. Like over.
How'd you gauge that?
Different analytics tools, like different apps and shit.
That's
like,
so dope,
yeah.
bro.
There's a good app, man. Damn, I can't.
And I
think
know
of
you
the name
guys,
of it.
because you guys have a lot of good data on your customers too.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I really like. We get a lot of different ecom brands that come in the
A
door.
lot.
Right?
We see a lot
lot.
of shit.
I
Like the
think-
whole range from people who
lot.
got their shit together.
Chucky's like hidden little thing he doesn't realize is data analysis. Like, he doesn't realize he enjoys it and likes it, or like is good
what
at
you
it.
can
Well, it's a
track-
part of
He's
marketing.
very good, but he doesn't realize he has that.
Yeah.
But he's very good at data analysis, and like we have Wicked Reports and Life Timely, and he's in there every single day and can literally like tell us so much shit about
just by
our business.
just by comparing two pieces of
Yeah.
data that might
Yeah.
not even really seem related in the grand scheme, but it's like,
Yeah.
wait a second,
He makes
I
it
can
make
pull this
sense.
and this, and yeah.
It makes sense, and we're all out there. Even our copywriter is like, holy shit, dude. Like, I would have never, like, he wants to get into it because he's like, you're reading the data so well, and like, he doesn't realize that's like a skill he
That's
actually
one
has.
point. Get a copywriter that's really fucking good and give them profit share. But yeah, one of the things that I think my skill set is like, taking a shit ton of data and like making points from it. That's what I'm really good at.
And what you
That's what I
don't
love
and
to
what
do.
you don't record, like you don't have like it's like you got to be proactive on not only reading that data, but even just collecting it and having all the data points.
Yeah.
Thinking about all the important points of data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm trying to do more from my side, is like retroactively trying to like go through and even just labeling different, like just all throughout my past projects, like labeling what niche they're in, labeling like how proud of the work we were, like were we like super stoked on this, or were we kind of like it was good but like not our best or whatever, or like how difficult was this client, even shit like that, because then we can go back and read the data like, wow, seems like we do really amazing when this thing happens, this thing happens,
When I
this
do
thing happens,
this,
and this thing
it
happens,
ends up
and
being a lifetime
or
value
we
of
make the most
this.
money when this happens and this happens and this happens or whatever. But
Yeah.
like unless we're tracking that, like we'll never know.
What you track, you see the results of. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think ours is really a daily. Like, that's a good daily thing that you have, because we notice things faster, and then we can make adjustments quicker because we see those, and I would have never noticed that stuff.
So
Eileen, like, you can show me a Wicked Reports, and I'm like, meh. Like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah,
like,
what are you showing me?
whatever. He showed me how to make my own link. So when I want to promote TikTok, I will make my own link so we know where it came from. That's all I know in Wicked. That's all you can ask me. I don't know.
Hey, that's good enough. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
about what you
I'll
do.
make my link, and
Yeah.
if he sees something from my link, cool. But
So what do you see from Wicked right now? Like, what's bringing you money? Where can you improve?
I mean, Facebook's actually been pretty stable lately.
Mm-hmm.
Since December 26th, like you said, Like
You
I
Called it.
literally said
Bro.
December
I'm too
26th.
good.
He was like, I can't
Bro,
wait
he's so
for
good.
tomorrow on Christmas Day. I'm like, how can
let me say this: Eddie is the fucking man because, like,
Thank you, bro.
bro, Eddie is the fucking
Thank you, bro.
dude.
you
Because-
got
There you go.
us through December? Because I mean,
You just looked forward
I
to
don't wanna
December
call my
26th.
husband
I was
out,
right,
but
though. I
he
hit
was
that
so
shit. They were stressing out. They're like, bro, December's fucking
Early
brutal.
December, like I would say,
he
like
was so sad.
December
I was like,
6th or 7th, I was like, bro, it costs so much to get a customer right now. I'm not feeling this. This is not good. I talked to Shelby like,
It was terrible.
I'm not
This is
happy
not
right now.
good,
This is
yeah.
not good. I hit up Eddie. I'm like, bro, customer acquisition is so expensive right now. Like, what's going on? He's like, dude, wait it out. December 26th is about to change.
You need to know what? It takes somebody like you because I'm there after Thanksgiving. Like, we got to go just like wait it through. December's not our month. Push through.
Yeah,
Whatever. Doesn't freaking matter if it's
Well,
me.
Shelby's saying it
He's
for the
like,
sake of
oh,
saying it.
Yeah, you're saying it for the sake of hope.
No,
She's just
no.
amazing. Like,
Okay, but I don't know.
You
I
did
always
know.
get these gut feelings.
yeah.
We talked about this earlier.
My wife's the
and
same way. though.
I knew. I was like, we literally just have to. We're not like
And
this
I'm-
is just not our month, and we can have a down month because of how we play our other months. But like, it took Eddie to.
I'm
pull
also
Chuckie
very
through.
scatterbrained,
It was
like, I
not
wa-
his wife. It
Look,
was
I said it with
Eddie.
full confidence to me. I was like, don't worry, December 26th, save your money.
Let me
Dump
tell
it
you
on
this:
that. You're
December,
Did you say it with,
26th.
like, Eddie, like-
Chucky's like,
Did you actually know?
Are we
100%. What- I told you the day, bro. I didn't tell
You
you
said
like
this one-
the week.
26th.
I said the day,
So
bro.
26.
You did
I
say
hit
You were
26th
like,
of
oh, wait
December.
until around after
I wasn't like,
December
don't worry, the
26th.
beginning of the year will be better. I was like, December
No.
26th.
He
December
was-
Not
26th.
January 1st, December,
No, December
26th.
I
He
don't
was
fuck
on
around.
his
I love
phone,
that shit.
on his laptop, like Eddie said it should be good today. And I was like, oh my God, like the day's barely started. Christmas isn't even over. And he's looking at all the sales, like he's going crazy. And he's like, it's supposed to be
I'm
a
a
good day. I was
psychopath,
like,
bro.
it will
Like,
be
I
a good
really
day.
am,
Like,
like-
let's chill. Like, we're still not even out of Indiana.
December wasn't
Can we
like December wasn't
chill for a
crazy bad, but
No, but it
was our-
wasn't worth spending more money on. That's all it was.
We were like in business for like 2 years. It was the first month of our history that we were like we didn't go more than the previous month,
Yes.
and I was like, whoa.
He's the only person.
That made me uncomfortable.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it scares you kind of.
yeah, like,
You're like, whoa, is this like a ceiling we hit that like
yeah. Did we hit the ceiling? It was like it was scary, like because we never had a month before that where we didn't beat the previous month.
yeah.
And like we went from like, let's see,
Well, you can't.
2021
you
January.
literally can't go from Black Friday. I mean, you can if you're like a gifting business, but we can't go from Black Friday to a crazy ass December. You can't go from
No,
that
no,
for
no.
us.
How was Black Friday for
not-
you guys, by the way?
Bomb.com. Like
Pretty
we
We did a flavor drop. So we launched a new flavor
well, no,
on
we
Black
tried
Friday.
we
so-
tried the Josh Snow approach this year.
What do you mean by that?
So with his stuff, he said he'd spread it out for like 5 different offers or something.
Yeah.
So we decided to take that approach. We started on the 19th and we spread out our offers.
That seems like what's
Came up
happening.
with like 5 different offers.
We did 5 surprises.
We kind of just worked our way up. So the first one was just a shirt. Like, here's our Christmas shirt. Here's a good like
Yeah.
warm up, a good start. Like, if you want a Christmas shirt, take it.
Yeah. Does this
And-
tickle? Does
It
this
was
tickle?
print
you?
on
Does this
demand.
tickle your fancy?
We really didn't give a fuck if it got taken.
We
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
care.
It
It was
did
just
good.
a warm up to Black Friday, get our customers aware, get them
Yeah.
ready.
The fans will buy it.
Yeah,
They're starting. Yeah, they're starting out.
the diehards.
And then we just like kind of warmed up from there. And then Black Friday, we brought back Blue Raz, which was a popular flavor that sold out in May. And everybody was asking for Blue Raz back. And we were like, we're not going to tell them anything. Like, Black Friday, literally Black Friday morning, we were like, here's Blue Raz.
It's Black Friday, bitch!
Yeah,
You
they
guys didn't
were
even
like,
hype it up.
No,
No.
we were just like,
Nothing.
Just dropped it.
Black Friday surprise is coming. That was it.
100K, baby.
And even our text messages on Black Friday did not say what it was. It
We
was
didn't
just
even
like,
tell 'em what it was.
you
We're
better
like,
click this fucking
New
link.
flavor. Check out what
I
it is.
love that shit.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was that was the whole like
And
idea.
then the second
was-
text we sent him, we were like, "It's Blue Raz Chiller. Do you want 1 or 2 tubs?" And then there was 2 links, and whatever link they clicked took them right to checkout.
that was
Boom,
That's
bye.
sexy.
Zip
Yeah.
links
Yep,
helped
Zip.
us with that.
Very good.
Zip
app.
links.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just takes you from a link to a checkout.
Takes you from link.
Fire.
Not only does it take you from link to checkout, but it can add a discount code if you want it to, and it clears their cart. Because before we tried that,
Yeah, it would just add it to what they had before.
but
and
it would
start the
keep their
checkout.
current cart.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you
brutal.
don't clear their current cart, you confuse them and then they bounce. So like you got to clear their cart, then add the new product, and then they can buy.
Yeah,
from the
because
checkout.
you can't get a text like, "Hey, buy 2 tubs of Blue Raz," and you
And
click
then there's
it, and it's
4.
like, "There's 2. There's a morning cocktail. There's a nightcap, and there's 2 Blue Raz." You're like,
And there's a
"What?
T-shirt from the day before.
What do I want that? I don't know.
Or they add a $90 offer, and then their checkout it's like $150. They're like, what? And they bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like when you do
Doesn't
zip links,
seem
it clears their
trustworthy.
cart,
Yeah.
and then it's
That's
like the
sick.
price that they click to pay.
that's sick. That's
They
sick.
just take 'em
we
right to
so
checkout.
Big
okay. So
nugget.
normally,
Yeah, big nugget.
So normally a flavor drop takes I mean, it's gotten better and we've increased quantity, but Blue Raz took us about a week, and Blue Raz sold out in less than 2 days that weekend. So
If you have a good following, like if you have an actual brand and an actual following, you can launch a product and literally just take them straight to checkout. Make it so fucking minimal. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Put in your information, buy.
and Postscript is working on that too, to where once they've bought from me before, they can literally, you'll send a text to them and they'll be like, "You want
Buy
to
from
buy
their
this?"
SMS, yeah.
And they can just click it and it'll check them out. There's no other.
No, even better for you guys too. We were talking about this in Miami. I don't know if you remember. I was telling you Postscript is integrating with Recharge. This was in June last year. You guys use that?
What do you mean by that? Integrated.
So, example, you say, hey,
You say, "Hey,
hey,
Hey, baby.
They're like, "Hey,
Text
baby."
me back.
hey, baby, I saw you on
Hey,
Coming
WYD.
You
Singles.
up? Question mark. You
up?
need some early bird tomorrow morning if you're still up.
oh
this
my
late.
god!" If
No,
we
no.
didn't stop our text at a certain time and we like just
Bro.
let them go, that would be a fire ass
We-
text.
we
Like,
should-
"You up?"
Hey, no,
You up at like midnight?
no, let's set up that automation.
We can't.
No, you up. That's
no,
it.
no, they just.
I'm gonna do
people-
it.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
We had to put a time limit because people in California are like,
can
"What
do
the
that.
fuck?" And people in Indiana are like, "Oh my god, it's 3 a.m." Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, we did it.
Can
had
you
to-
base it
we had to
by,
put a time limit.
Yeah,
Not
but
on
here's the
Postscript.
problem.
No,
you can't
you
with
can't.
Postscript. It's called quiet hours.
Yeah, no, that's what
You
we
can't set like local time. Like
Local
at
time, I
Clavio,
got
you could be
you.
like send at 8 p.m. local
Time, I got you. Yeah.
Postscript doesn't do that yet, but they will. I've talked to Postscript before.
Is it
They're
based on
they're
their
gonna make
area
that.
code, or is it based on their actual like time zone with like cell towers and shit?
I'm assuming that's a good question, actually.
Because
They
like
don't
if
do
it's
either,
area
right?
code, it's like you might move
probably
and still
their,
keep
like-
your same number,
Right.
but it still is probably like
Right now,
probably
they
their
don't do
most-
either.
If it's
It'd be based on your
Postscript,
area.
I don't know.
code.
If it's Postscript, it's probably area code because, like, how would you know?
What is
Yeah.
Clavio based
No,
off
no,
of?
no,
Who
no. It's
knows?
not. It's all location, guys. Your phone has your location.
But yeah, but does Postscript?
But here's my thing. If you're traveling, I'm sure it doesn't change. I'm sure it's like permanent residence. Like it'll feel like you've been somewhere for like a month, and then maybe it'll change. I'm sure
maybe
there's like
based
a
on like
timeline.
cell tower pings or some shit.
But here's what I was gonna say.
Finish your-
Postscript, you can like message them and be like, "Yo, I know we're packing up your tub right now to ship out on your auto ship. Like, do you want another one, or do you want us to add a
Nightcap.
black shaker, a nightcap? All you gotta just text back is sleep, and we'll add it. And if they text back sleep, it automatically adds it to their auto ship.
I love that.
Mm.
We have
That's
something
like
like
you
that.
don't.
so where
They
it's
don't
like,
even need to check out, guys. They just
need
need
to
to
write
text the
that
word
down.
back.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
it adds it. And
Like
it's
if I
like-
said sleep and then it automatically goes, awesome, nightcap's been added to your
that-
recurring.
That's
that's
already,
next level.
Yeah.
So we gotta like where we send text. We're like, yo,
think I
you want to add something?
interpreted the
Hit us
old-
up.
I think I interpreted the conversation last year differently because I don't remember this.
No, I was talking. It was actually the first time I like had a conversation with him. It was in Miami. We're standing in the food line, and we were talking SMS because he was talking about like motivational Mondays or something that you
Yeah.
guys do on message.
Get shit done Tuesday.
Get you done Tuesday. Exactly. Dude, it's so funny because I always talk about this to people, and they're like, "Yeah, motivational Mondays." I'm like, I like always thought it was Tuesday, and then I just started saying, "I'm like, it's not motivational Tuesday. It doesn't make sense."
Get shit
But
done Tuesday,
get shit done
baby.
Tuesday. It's sick, and they send a message and like hypes people up, and like they have a good day, and it's
Yeah.
a genius idea. And so that's when I brought it up to him, but like I was just like,
Oh,
okay, this
I
random
probably
dude.
wasn't there.
This when you weren't there.
No, but that's a
on.
good note to have because we have a Postscript person we talk to a lot. So I would like to talk to him about like integrating that.
If you're listening,
Which you are.
Join our get to
Which you
get
have
shit
to
done
be.
Just
Tuesday.
text GSDT to 59032.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
we are official.
You got your short code?
We got a short code, baby. Let's go. Only
Yeah.
1,000 a month. Let's go.
Wait,
At your size, it's worth
wait,
it.
so
you know?
GSDT is get.
So
But it is so
Get
expensive.
shit done Tuesday.
We
oh,
do,
I
yeah.
like that GSDT.
we tell it's not to everybody. It's to who wants to sign up because we don't want to blow up people every Tuesday with
But if
like.
they want to opt in to get shit done Tuesday.
It's Get Shit Done Tuesday. It's Chucky's favorite day of the week. It's like Monday's over.
You guys are literally
We-
spending money.
It's time to get
motivate
shit
them.
done.
Exactly. Bro,
Yeah.
It's a gift.
People don't realize
understand.
that it costs money to send SMS.
Dude,
Holy a fuck ton,
Bro,
guys.
I
Because
wish-
they get it
I-
for free. They're like, whatever.
No, I wish-
Because it costs you nothing to
We
send a
had to
text.
Dude.
send
But
it
from a
to you.
business.
I wish people would realize that because like I literally send the text. I'm like, I'm just like sending text to motivate them. I'm spending like $500.
That's
on
what I'm
those
saying.
texts.
Every blast, bro. That
And,
shit
like,
slaps.
Technically, do we make like? Well,
Of course,
I do add
of
a
course.
CTA at the end of it, whatever.
Of
The
course.
ROI.
But I'm literally spending like $500 for them to get this motivational text.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like,
No, okay, they love it.
Of course,
Sometimes on Tuesdays I'll get on Gorgeous and like see everybody replying, and they just start like thank you and like happy, and I don't care if it's 10 people. Like 10 people out of the whole Get Shit Done Tuesday said thank you, or even if they love it, iPhone will send that back. Like
Yeah, it says
this
loved.
person loved it,
It
and
says
I'm
loved,
like, that's
whatever.
great. Like
Too.
they
Gentlemen,
loved it. So
I told you guys we'd finish. You guys like,
sorry
yeah,
to
whatever.
interrupt, but like we literally almost finished this bottle of whiskey. Like it's our duty to finish this.
you
I feel like there's more Coke, and that's yours.
I don't know if I technically
Let me pour
personally
it.
need
I'm
it.
Let me
just
pour
gonna
it
say
for you.
this:
I'll
he
pour it.
drank
don't give me
my
all of
first
that.
Coke.
Eddie's got a. Is that straight whiskey? Yeah. Oh, you got a
We've
lot.
all been
You
doing
poured
straight
us.
whiskey.
You poured us some heavy pours.
Don't give me
Yeah.
all of that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
You've been doing like
Maybe a tiny bit.
You were most of that bottle. I just want you to know.
Guys,
You're-
I've drank a
We
lot.
can play back the. Oh wait, no.
For
I don't
those
need,
listening-
Oh yeah, I was like,
Just
I
pour
don't
me a
actually
tiny bit.
need it.
I've stumbled
Okay,
on my
okay,
words
okay.
plenty. I am dude. I'm a strong introvert. Like
Chucky
personally, I'm
has had
probably
a long day.
I'm probably the most introverted person you've ever met in your life.
Actually, shout out to Terry. She said that we would finish this bottle, and we did just for
is
her.
Terry still here?
No,
No.
she went home.
But
She
if you
wanted
guys want
us
to eat
to-
dinner,
She wanted us to finish
was gonna
this
say,
bottle.
I'm down for that.
She
first
said,
of all.
"Do not leave until you
Yo.
finish this bottle." I'm pretty
Second
sure.
of
I'm
all,
just kidding.
Congratulations.
But I feel like we made it right.
for the kid,
Yeah.
I'm
thank you.
so
Is that
excited.
your first kid?
First child.
Wow.
Baby
Let me
girl.
tell you something. We
Dude,
can.
her stomach is huge.
Girl?
Girl,
You guys need some
No,
ice.
we're going off on this real quick. This is going to be the absolute cutest baby you have ever seen in your
You
life.
don't know that. It could be ugly.
No.
It could be.
know.
It could be. We're well aware of the consequences here.
Have you seen the people that made it? Like, oh my god! Like,
Thank
I'm
you,
just
thank you.
like, I just want to cry. Like, this is going to be the most beautiful baby I think we've ever laid.
You
our
can never
eyes
say
on.
if a baby's gonna be cute until.
No,
Babies
no,
are
no,
actually
no.
really ugly when they come out. They're
I
like
no,
ugly.
no.
Oh, really? I've
Sometimes
never
when they
seen one.
when,
Sometimes
like
they're
the
cute.
Yes, you have. You've
their
been
first
at
like
both of
week
your
babies
niece
are
and
pretty
nephew.
ugly.
But I've never seen like
Like,
newborn.
A
like-
newborn
you
baby is
have.
ugly, bro. Think. Let me put it in perspective. Think about like a newborn.
He's been there for
like a
his
newborn-
niece and nephew's birth.
Newborn
He's-
animals, you know, like birds and shit. They're like so skin and ugly.
Oh.
They're disgusting.
It's
Are
like
you
that.
talking
A
about
baby's like that for,
5
like,
seconds
they all-
old?
5 days.
that sticky stuff.
Are you talking
on
about
them,
5
like,
seconds old or what?
Get out
What,
of here.
a
with
bird?
that.
No, like
just
babies.
humans.
Yeah. I guess like first day, first week, you can't tell
No,
if they're
he's
cute
been
or
there.
not.
Yeah, he's been there first day.
Yeah,
Cute as fuck.
but
No, okay.
super nervous.
Yo, bend
There's
your
some
thing just so the camera
people-
isn't getting blocked by your
This one?
arm.
Yeah, we want your beautiful
just like
face in
bend,
there.
bend this part.
There.
See this part right here?
He.
Bend this
Oh,
part.
you want it straight?
Yeah,
Like this?
yeah. So now we can see your face more.
Oh,
That's
be
not
But you can
bad.
still bend this one in
Cute.
more.
What's up,
Like,
baby?
Push it in like this.
You can see.
You gotta do it for me.
Yeah, there
oh,
we go.
I got you.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Nobody
Kinda
wanted
getting
to see
blocked.
my beautiful face.
No,
No,
you're
your
just,
face was perfect.
you're just been doing a
actually.
great job.
You're
You
beautiful.
were, you were in the best spot. Okay.
Anyway, I just have to finish. I'm just so hyped for this baby. Like, I just think it's going to be the most
I
beautiful
appreciate you
thing
so much.
ever. Like, I'm already, like, beautiful. My eyes want to cry for it because it's,
Thank you.
I already know.
Do you have a name?
I just
My
have
wife
this
has a few.
cute little head.
Give them to me.
No,
You
it's
don't know?
not allowed.
I can't give them
It's
a-
not legal.
Not
yet.
not legal yet.
Sorry, man.
Terry needs to
especially on the
announce it,
podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh, you
my-
do know him, you just can't say it?
You would get
I know
We'll
the
share them
options
after. We'll
'cause
share
I
them
have to
after.
vote at
We'll share
night.
them after.
Did you say girl?
No one knows.
He would
you say
get,
girl?
Terry
though?
shared me a couple.
Oh, okay. My parents don't know.
You,
Okay.
Do you know the gender?
I don't
Yeah,
want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
We
Say
did
girl.
a gender reveal.
I
girl.
fucking punted the
watched
fuck out of a
video.
football.
We watched the video.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yo, I got some comments
Sorry.
on my forum more than anything.
Great form.
People are like, "Congrats on the baby," and in my DMs like, "Yo, your form, real nice."
I actually
I'm like,
practiced
"Thanks."
punting for about a year.
Really?
Yeah.
For fantasy football.
No,
that's
you
like-
practiced kicking a field goal, or
Yeah.
those two different.
There were 2 different years.
That's so sick, bro. I was
Yeah.
telling my friends about that.
I'm actually a really good punter and kicker.
I had
if you're
to
in the
jump
NFL,
a
hit me up.
fence the last 6 months.
Now here's the story. So for them
he
to
could
determine,
kick a field goal.
yeah. So to determine draft order, is that what it is?
Yeah, it was draft order.
So we were doing this idea now because of you. You told me about it.
3 field goals.
You guys are doing this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
the greatest.
Exactly.
The greatest.
So they're
You
they
have to
kick,
film yourself doing 3.
no,
field
you
No,
all
you
go
get
out
together.
Oh,
and
okay.
you all compete, and whoever kicks the longest field goal, right?
No,
Or is it the longest total?
You got points
Longest
per
total?
field goal.
You got
3 field
points.
goals, points per field goal.
No, points per yard.
per yard,
Yards.
exactly.
Oh yeah,
so if
but
you kick
got
330s and make
3.
them, you get 90.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if you kick a 40, you miss a 50, and you miss a 50, you only get 40 points.
I just want to
Exactly.
say this sounds
You guys are doing that?
very simple in your head until you go out there and do
I'm
it.
also a goalie,
It's hard
so I
as
can kick
fuck.
the fuck out of a ball. I'll
I know these men. I've known these men for all my life. I've known these men longer than he has because he came to my high school later. So I've known these men a long time. And I
know these
mean,
men a long time.
win. Okay, buddy.
you don't realize how hard it is until they actually get out there and have to do it. And it's
100%.
like,
And they
you
practice.
can't even
They
make.
practice for 6.
Dude.
She
You
held the
can't
ball for
even
6
make
months.
they weren't even making 15 yards.
The funniest thing is
Like, they weren't even making 15
whoever
yards. Like,
wins-
nobody was making it. It
whoever
was-
wins the previous year gets to choose the competition for draft order.
Oh, that's
So my friend
sick.
Jordan Chilton won the previous year, and he said, we're gonna do kicking. He goes up there. He's like, I don't know, 4th or 5th person to kick. He kicks from literally the 10-yard line, misses all 3,
Stop.
0 points.
It's so hard. It's.
Bro, I damn near got good.
Oh
I'm
no.
not gonna
Told me
joke.
you hit a 30, right?
Chucky
What'd
made
you hit?
all 3.
All 3 of my kicks,
All
What were
3 of
they,
his
30s?
counted. Yeah.
30-yarders, bro.
Yeah.
That's
3 in a row, and
Damn.
I drilled them, dude. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but man, I mean,
I think
Chicago
it deserves.
Bears hit me up.
No, I think
They
it
need
deserves
whatever.
brag.
Like-
They need whatever help they can get, bro. If you can catch, if you can throw, if you can
Dude,
run, honestly,
Carlos
just get out.
Santos is good, but man, he ain't got this. He ain't got the.
He ain't
you
got
know,
the
No.
sauce.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
got that sauce.
Let's
that
go,
juice.
baby.
He is. Where is our kicker now? He's doing amazing.
Chicago Bears kicker is Carlos Santos.
No, our
Cairo
old kicker.
Santos.
No, our old.
It's
our
okay. I'm
old
just
You know
a
why I
super
said
football
Carlos?
nerd.
Do you know John Fox? John Fox, the old Bears coach.
Yeah.
He had a hiccup in his press conference one time. He's like, "Yeah, Carlos Santos."
No
And
way.
that just got in my head because I've been
Just stuck
drinking
in your
whiskey
head
probably.
now.
But yeah,
That's
Cairo
amazing.
Santos.
No. I'm thinking of an old kicker. That's where I was
Robbie
going
Gold?
at. Yes, and I mean, damn.
Robbie Gold is.
We should have kept that
49ers.
man around.
Oh,
Respect
Robbie
to
Gold.
Robbie Gold. Robbie Gold's
He's
a
a
monster.
man.
Robbie
Yeah.
Gold's a fucking beast.
Is
He's
a
a
mess.
man.
But dude, what the Bengals kicker is doing right now is unheard of. Rookie kicker.
The whole team, bro.
What Joe
like a
Burrow
rookie
is doing
team.
right now is
The
unreal.
whole
Like,
team is
how
just
do
a
you
bunch of
come
rookies.
in? This is only your 2nd year, and you're already doing that shit. Like, what the fuck?
This is probably
You're already
being.
in the Super Bowl in your 2nd
This
year. You're-
podcast is being released after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair
Yeah.
assumption.
Yeah, we're like 6th in line. Like,
What's your
So-
bet?
We're
What's
not
your
even
bet?
cool
What's your
enough.
bet? Let's take bets.
So you guys,
Wait. How much do we have to pay to get like
you guys,
next in
you
line
guys
on-
watch the
on
Super
the
Bowl.
podcast release?
How much do you
Isn't it
How
crazy
much
that
do
the
we have to-
Bengals
They want
won?
to advance the podcast release. They want to be the next one.
No.
How much we have to
Listen.
pay?
Can we cut a line?
Can we
Isn't
pay?
it-
Can we
Isn't
pay to be
it
the
crazy that the
next- I just
Bengals
want
won
this to be relevant.
32-29?
Whoa.
Bengals won 32-29.
Yes.
No, can we go a little farther? Is it wild as shit that they all won with a fucking kicker?
All
Dude.
of them.
All of them. I'm sorry.
Dude, this
Yeah.
this playoffs has
what
been
the hell?
The best playoffs
What
I've
the
ever
hell?
seen. The best playoffs I've ever seen. And
insane.
here's the crazy part: is our league managers in fantasy wanted to get rid of kickers. They're like, fuck
They got rid of
kickers.
kickers.
Yeah.
No kicker.
You
told
play
me.
fantasy
told me.
football
Yeah,
too?
Yeah. No, we talked about
But
this.
that doesn't matter by playoffs.
You were hammered, though, to be
Who
fair.
cares?
Yeah,
Who
I'm
cares
But
by
like, no,
playoffs
we
anyway?
have $500 buy-ins. We have like a pretty serious group.
Oh
yeah,
fuck,
yeah, we're
dude,
like,
let me in this shit.
That's bro. I'm 100%.
You got
down.
openings?
Yeah, I'll open a spot. That's for sure.
We need to start a new league with like like we
fresh
try
blood.
to do. Like
Fresh blood, yeah.
us e-commerce business owners,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it'd be dope.
But they want to get rid of kickers, and I'm like always against it because I always draft.
You like kickers?
I always get top 3 kickers. It's like a cheat code for me. I'm like, I have a guy just kicking 15 points every week.
You rely on that?
Goodness.
I don't rely on that,
Whoa.
but like, isn't that a huge gap
Do you
of an
have
advantage?
defense?
Yeah,
I don't play.
Great defense, great kicker.
So in your fantasy
not
you
sucked
have
in.
so in your fantasy league you have defense
Bro, it's so
and
fun.
kickers.
yeah, like a
Okay.
normal league.
Okay.
That's what normal league is.
that is a normal league, but they've
Is
gotten
fantasy
rid of
not
both.
the most fun?
They've gotten
Oh
rid
my
of
God.
It's
they've
the most
gotten rid
fun
of
thing in the
kickers
world. There's
and
nothing even
defense.
close. Actually,
Dude.
I could make $1 million every month, and I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
I'm
as
not joking.
Let
playing
me
Fantasy
tell you,
football.
you wouldn't care about other teams playing until you have fantasy.
Dude, I literally
Yeah.
I literally had a thought of dropping everything. Like dropping early bird, dropping Chucky's Munchies, dropping everything and just going all in on fantasy football. Like
What?
What year was this?
What
like
would
betting
you do
money
that
on
for?
This
fantasy.
is when
years
you were
ago.
still doing Chucky's Munchies.
yeah, it was like I'm doing Chucky's Munchies. I'm like making good money, like early bird starting, but literally haven't sold a thing. I'm like, dude, fantasy football is getting
It's
so
so
big.
fun. It's so fun.
Like,
It
I'm
doesn't
in the
make sense.
early stages of it. It's so fucking fun. Like, what if I just go all in on this?
Yeah, like make a show, do everything.
What? Yeah.
Podcast
What were you
show,
gonna-
whatever.
okay,
Like,
okay.
It's
no,
so fun.
Nobody would care about you.
I would listen
I'm just
every day.
kidding.
I would too. My friends would
She's
be
my
watching
biggest
me.
lover and my biggest hater. That's
You
the
gotta
thing.
love him. That's why you need him, bro. You
fine.
need balance.
It's-
Oh yeah.
You know?
It's a ditto because he is literally my biggest hater. Anything I do, he fucking hates.
But
like-
so fantasy.
Name one thing.
Oh my God. Every day I'm like, I think every day, 2 to 3 times a day, I say, "You're my biggest hater."
Yeah, this is true.
This is
Okay.
true.
I will literally scream to the house,
Confirm.
"You're my biggest hater." Like, it's a thing.
So fantasy. Anyways, it's cool because this year every playoff game was won with a kicker, and we're all watching
Yeah.
them all together.
Dude.
And I'm like, so you guys want to
So-
get rid of kickers?
Ooh,
We got rid of
Fuck,
kicker.
just winning every game.
But
I'm
Did you
like,
get
who-
rid? Did you get
okay.
rid of defense?
no, we kept.
who
it.
had the
Oh,
winning
I-
kickers?
defense? I hate.
You got defense and kicker?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
And I
come
hit
on.
both every year, bro.
Who had the winning
My
kickers?
Winning kickers?
Yeah, I mean, like before.
There's no
when
such thing as a winning kicker.
No. I'm saying, did anybody have the kickers that won the fucking playoffs on their team before?
Yeah. But like,
I want to know, like,
yeah, everyone.
You're good.
where
Oh,
were they at in the league?
Perfect.
No, you don't have to go all the way.
Well, we drop and
It's
trade
all good.
kickers a lot. Like, unless you're top 3
Right.
kicker, you get dropped and moved. And
So when it's headed to playoffs, do you block drop-offs?
we drop other people from picking up waivers and touching them in any way.
Okay, good.
Can I ask off-subject question?
No, we off subject is football. Actually, we should get back on subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're way off.
He's
How
like
did we-
off the football subject. Let's talk about early bird.
We just literally went all
Wait, are you
into
talking?
fantasy
Are you saying that
football.
this isn't a football podcast?
No.
Bro, this
Because I
whole
could talk
time-
fantasy football all
Bro,
day,
all
baby.
day.
Don't get-
football.
We could
Yeah.
start a whole podcast, bro.
He
Let's
will
just
leave
run.
us. He'll be like,
Hey,
guys.
You know this is a
stupid.
4-hour podcast, right?
Oh my God, Brian.
Did you think you were getting off work? It's not even 9. We're
Don't
going,
expect
we're going
him.
to 11, baby.
We'll
Don't
give
expect
Brian off
him
as much time as
tomorrow.
this took, for
Yeah.
sure.
I want to know,
Don't
Eddie,
make him come in tomorrow.
how do you find high talented, amazing people to work for your company like Andrew?
Fuck yeah.
Because
you need to
Andrew,
know.
I will-
Andrew needs to tell you, not me.
I want to tell you, like,
I'll
It's
I'll
so
tell you
hard
why I
to
work
find
here.
good employees, but also like
I found
wanna
one,
say-
bro. Oh my God. I found such a good person. Like, I hired him and like we're giving him like profit sharing and all that shit. And like I'm realizing like that is what it's all about. Like that's what takes me to the next level. Like it's within the last few months.
it's a
Yeah,
person that wants what you want.
So how do you find the right people?
My thing when I came on was I had kind of already tried to build somewhat of my own little agency. Like I was basically like
well,
doing
and you tried
video.
to build something with someone
You-
else too.
and,
Yeah,
and
which
you
you
had
did.
your own podcast, the Andrew
the Andrew Deitch podcast. Yeah, for sure.
Deitch.
And he built up
Deitch.
someone else's channel,
Deitch podcast.
huge, following everything.
Yeah, like I'd done the podcast, I'd done a YouTube channel with my friend. We blew that shit up, and then I also was I wanted to do like a video production company by myself, and what I was realizing was like I needed like I needed someone who could help me with like acquiring clients and stuff. Because one thing that happened to me was like I got like a client. And then I would just go so hard on that one client that I wouldn't spend any time on like acquiring new clients.
And at that
stuff.
time, did you know Eddie at that time or no?
So Eddie was trying to get me for like the longest time actually. Like Eddie had been in for the
Eddie was a flirt.
the long con.
Bro, no, I just knew.
You guys are flirting with each other.
I just know people that I know if I team up with them, it's gonna be a fucking problem for everyone else. I know those people, bro. I'm not gonna let them go.
That's a skill, man.
And
I wish I had that skill.
Bro,
I don't know if
I
have
saw
that
it in
skill,
Andrews
but
6 years before we worked
that's
together.
awesome.
So it was always like Eddie would always hit me up like, yo, like let me know if you need an opportunity,
if
I've
you're
got an
dating,
opportunity.
I'm open.
Yeah, literally like,
like
if
that.
you're single.
Hey, Eddie. Hey,
He's like,
Andrew, I
I'm seeing
swiped
this.
right, baby
I'm
daddy.
seeing this new guy right now, but like maybe after. And
But
every
you know
time-
what?
Literally. And so then
He's
it was
not treating me right.
finally like one time Eddie was like, yo, by the way, if you're open, like let's talk. And I was like, I'm open. Like I was like open to the idea of it.
What caused you to be open?
There
was already open.
There was just
It just happened that I texted him the right.
There was
week.
just a
You were
shift.
texting him routinely, like
No, not that
It-
routinely.
we would see each other at the gym and stuff. Like
That would help. He would
It-
sneak in under his
do
brother's
those
name.
bicep
and-
curls together.
yeah,
Every time he'd walk in, he's checking his mat, and I'd be like, "What's up, Andrew?" From the top, like
You
could
saw his
see-
ass.
my brother's card. I had my brother's card.
I knew he was using another card every time.
Yeah. Yeah, liar. So anyways,
that.
so Eddie would like, yo, Andrew, and I'm just like,
what gym?
Lifetime, right
They've
across the
said
street.
that.
Oh,
They've
sorry.
said
It's
that.
Always
Okay.
Lifetime. Always.
So anyways.
It's too good.
Yeah, it's so funny how many times on this podcast we mentioned Lifetime.
Yeah,
we love
a
Lifetime.
lot.
But anyways, so
Sponsors.
So anyways, yeah, he reached out to me and basically, literally, right next door. This whole side was not even ours yet. We sat there with like a half.
The other side wasn't even built yet.
Literally, the conference table wasn't built. The wall, like a bunch of walls.
Do
like
you mean
literally,
like this office
This
or like
office.
this whole building concept?
So this
this office.
Okay.
This
This is
this
three
office
offices.
is technically three
Right.
offices.
Yeah.
Did you have a creative department at all, like video production, all that?
Barely. It was Terry running it.
It was me,
And there was
Terry,
two
and two
guys-
guys, but they blew.
That's
Two guys that are no
adorable.
longer with
Hey,
us.
those two guys, you guys suck.
No. Here's the thing.
No, they're good.
Honestly-
shout out to them. But
Shout out to
Hey,
them,
you guys rock.
But here's the thing: we wanted them to unleash their potential. You know what I mean? If you're a full-time video person and editor and like your job is a camera, I feel like you should advance very quickly,
Yeah, it should be
right? Like
fast.
that's your
Fucking
own
guy over
like,
here.
like your job
Brian's been
is the
killing it.
camera. You should be able to take leaps quick. It's not like you have to run the
I
business.
feel
It's not
like they
like
know.
yeah.
They
it's not like you have
know.
to do all. You have to like
Yeah.
execute the best shit with this camera
Do
and
what
this
you
computer.
do and just do it the fucking best,
I think
man.
they have like just the skills and they
Early
like,
bird, time to wake
I
up.
think they
That-
know
that
stuff
alarm- that
like
alarm-
faster than.
He's like, that's the time I'm supposed to get off. No.
Yeah.
Add 2 hours, bro. Hey, add 2 hours, bro. We ain't stopping. Let's go.
I just
This
want
pot-
to add that Eddie always says that Terry was there. She's the bomb.com.
Dude,
like,
Terry-
is
Terry-
always there.
Terry is always
In
there.
every
bro.
story, Terry is there, like doing her thing.
Dude, Terry is
She's
literally the
rocking
goat
the
behind the
shit.
scenes. Always the goat behind the scenes.
Terry-
Yeah.
Seriously. No, and now's
Like
the
I
other.
just want
That's
to
the other
follow
thing.
her for a day in her shoes, not to be like creepy.
No,
Terry,
Shelby does
but
love
I
Terry.
would love to just follow her a day in Terry's shoes. I know it's kind of hard right now.
It's definitely
But,
hard. Her
like,
shoes are heavy. But
I
like,
was.
Her belly's
Waddling.
heavy.
She's
she
waddling.
waddles and shit
Guess
so many
what?
times.
Eddie
It's
said
so
that,
funny.
not me. Eddie said that, not me. Anyway, but I would love to follow in her shoes because it's hard as a wife of somebody
pregnant
that does
woman.
this. It's hard as shit, like to follow along and like understand what you guys are going through in your minds. We
it's
don't
more, I
get
think,
your minds,
it's
and
a lot.
you guys want us to be mind readers, and we're not. But like, damn, like you guys really think we?
In this
I
day
mean,
and
I don't know
age,
about
like-
Eddie, but Chuckie thinks I'm a fucking mind reader, and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know how you thought that I would know that. I don't. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
So I would love to follow just another woman, but like Terry is the bomb.com.
I
And
mean, I'm sure you two
I think that would
should
be
just connect too. I mean, even if you don't live next to each other.
I
I'm sure,
thought
like,
I thought about
we're in
like
the same circles. I'm
honestly,
sure.
it's 8 hours. I thought about just driving up
No, seriously.
the-
but
for a weekend.
My brother's moving here
Like,
from
stop
Tampa right now.
flying.
He's
The
probably
funniest
almost
thing
there.
is
Flying is dumb. The Atlanta airport sucks. I think I just want to
For
drive.
me, 7 hours, like 7-8 hours, is like I'm driving that. Honestly.
Bro, I saw you drive
I
to
wanted
Orlando.
to do that.
every time I go to Orlando,
I was like,
drive.
why did he drive to Orlando? Like, he
I
could have
told him, I was like,
flown.
it's freaking like 6 hours.
In
What
my
do you
car,
mean?
5 hours, 20 minutes. I'm in Orlando.
Bro,
Yes.
it was a 2-hour flight, but then it was 4 hours like
Between getting to the
we were gonna
airport,
hit you up.
parking, it's just fucking so much.
Last night, like we were like, all right, we're gonna.
And then when you get there, you still
I
have
don't
your
want to
car.
do it. I literally
we
don't
flew in.
wanna
We were
do
like,
it
we're gonna hit
anymore.
Eddie up for dinner or whatever. We flew in.
Took 2 hours.
They had to
get
check our bag because the
rental
flight
car.
was too busy. So then we like had to go get our bag that we were trying to fly with the flight on, and then we had to go get the rental car. And then by the time we got here, dude, it was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, God damn, this fucking
Yeah, yeah.
airport is trash.
Exactly. But if you drove,
I would have
Yeah.
been here.
My brother
I said
drives
if we
here,
left
like,
at
once,
6,
twice
we
a
would have
month.
been here by
The
2.
thing is if you
I
don't
hate
check the
driving.
bag. If you don't check a bag, the Atlanta airport
Well, we
is
didn't
pretty,
check a
pretty
bag.
solid.
We had a
Super
carry on.
fast.
We had a carry on.
He hates driving, but he doesn't drive.
I don't drive. Literally, I have
love
a
driving.
boyfriend.
With like my friends, I drive and it's just so fun.
I would like you guys to meet my boyfriend Shelby. Like
She takes care of that side of the things.
she's a champ. So like
No, I'm referred to as the Uber driver.
yeah,
Chuckie,
she does all the
Chucky-
manly
Could
stuff
be
in the
a boyfriend.
relationship.
he cannot even tell you the
Dude,
last time
I'm
he
low-key
drove.
like you, bro.
His truck has beehives on it because that's the last time he drove.
Yeah, it is bad.
He cannot tell
So
you
listen,
the last time he
when-
drove
Stop,
or moved
bro.
his
That
truck.
much?
My
it
whole
has sat in
Bro,
our driveway since October.
You need a new car. That's what you need.
Listen, my
you
whole
need to enjoy
my
driving.
whole-
No, I
my whole-
said sell his truck, sell my car, give me a Tessie. We're going.
Get a Tezzy.
my bestie in
What's
the
it?
Tessie.
What's
Bro, if
wrong
you
with
get a
that?
car that you enjoy driving, you'll drive more.
No, no.
I love my
The only
car.
car I
You
would
don't know
enjoy
Chucky,
driving
he's
is a
never
self-driving
driven.
car. Because
You just don't like driving.
Listen,
Bro,
He's never-
my whole entire
You're
20s.
a fucking man with testosterone. I know somewhere deep inside, if you fucking rip
He
the
drove-
fucking monster
no.
Dude,
car,
I drove
you
that
would-
out of me.
He drove those
Did you?
routes.
I did.
He
Oh,
drove
the
those routes
routes, like-
5 to 6 days a week. I mean, we were going.
That's why you don't drive.
It doesn't
Dude.
mean anything to you guys, but we were going to
That makes
Columbus,
sense.
People-
Anderson, Muncie.
You-
Those are like
It's like if you're a prostitute,
drives.
you probably don't want to fuck.
Dude, you will probably think
You
I'm
know?
exaggerating.
Same shit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. No, that's literally what it is.
You're
Like,
over it. You're burnt out.
Yeah, it's over.
you will think I'm exaggerating when I say I've driven more miles than everybody, all 4 of you guys in this room,
I believe you.
combined in your lifetime.
I probably believe you.
Because when
Every day, if you were driving,
when I was-
Well, yeah, and he's
That much?
expanding.
All day.
And
When I was
to
running the
expand,
routes-
you have to go to farther cities, and some of them are almost an hour away.
I was
so like
driving-
you're driving all that, then you're driving through the city to go to 30. I mean, not 30, but like 15 gas stations was our max because you can't hit more than that.
I was driving the whole state of Indiana to do the deliveries, and then I would get off work like after an 8-hour work week or 8-hour work day, and then I would go to every gas station in the whole freaking
To
state
sell them.
to sell them. I getting my product in there for free. Like I would literally lose money every day. Like
Yeah. But you had to. It was a great play.
people thought I was a psychopath.
Yeah.
Literally, people listening to this that knew me when I was a childhood would say I was a psychopath because I was literally giving away product. I would work
Well, no,
all day
we even-
to make profits to give it away during the day.
Yeah.
And
No, there
It
was,
was
even
crazy
a
shit.
point. There was even a point we paid somebody to go to gas stations, and we were like, "You get these, we'll pay you per location."
their full-time
we
job was to
started
go
paying
into
somebody.
gas stations and
mean-
Yeah.
give away product for
We
free.
got
Yeah.
a shit ton. We got a shit ton.
I mean,
it
that's
paid
like-
off. It didn't matter, but like that's when you realize like I'm literally losing money because I'm paying him to go to this many.
And what's
but
funny
it's
is like in
made-
our space,
they all
that's
said, yeah.
normal, like paying for a customer to break even and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But in that
Because
That's
space,
it's like customer
not
acquisition.
normal.
Super
it's
foreign.
so foreign. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's weird.
Makes sense.
And nowadays, like, dude, I'll lose $20, $30, $40, $50 to acquire a customer just to
because
get
you know the
customer.
lifetime value of the customer.
Yes, because I'll launch these limited edition drops. I'll make money off of that. I'll make money on the subscription
that's
side
where
of the
we-
business.
yeah.
Like,
it's
it's
where
crazy.
like people have to take it with their business. Like, think about it how we were. So think about it like you're selling brick and mortar. Like, be on the streets. Like, this is what you're doing to like buy a customer, and then put your online business to like you're selling them on the streets. And then I feel like that helps you like correlate, like you're thinking it in your head. Like, did I just walk up to that person on the street and like sell it to them for $20 and I sold it for 60? Like, bam. Okay. I think that just helps. I
Yeah,
don't
for
know,
sure.
Helps a mindset for sure.
Okay, so
like you're
this
trying
is
to,
kind
like,
of this
think
is
about
actually
it.
kind of what I want to get back to is like how did you? So we talked about obviously launching Club EarlyBird, but how did you guys get to the point where you're at now? Like, give us a journey of like from when you guys started. You're selling to friends and family. You got some sales. You started running shit, and now it's exploded. Like, you guys are fucking killing it. Like,
how many orders have you had?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
60, 70,000 customers.
Figured it was
So,
somewhere near
Customers,
yeah.
like
When
not
we-
orders,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like new customers. So like that's the main metric we track because we show that off on the site. Like
Yeah, like what?
celebrating
yeah.
50,000 customers with free 3-day delivery.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's one of our main like selling propositions.
I think the biggest thing, like when it was like 300 tubs, selling all this, like
when you guys sold 300 tubs, that was like a big milestone.
it was like.
Well, like that
I mean,
was
it
the,
makes sense.
It
the
was
first
like,
order. was
this-
300
Yeah, you
tubs.
sold out of your 300
we
tubs.
sold out, and it was like, oh damn, like this is real. Like
Well,
people.
What'd
want,
you guys do?
It didn't take.
Did you celebrate?
It didn't take
No.
like 5 months.
That's the craziest. I've
to
never
sell.
celebrated. And
You guys celebrate every night, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
kind of,
Dude.
yes.
You guys are
No.
fucking.
You just
going
celebrate
out.
life.
I'm
You don't
kind
celebrate
of celebrating
business.
right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's
cheers.
a celebration.
The
Hey,
saddest thing
First
of
of all,
my life.
like slow down. I love you guys. Like, For
Yes,
Media,
I
bro.
love
Oh
For
my
Media.
god.
They're the shit.
For Media. If you want to know how we do Amazon, Google, TikTok,
I appreciate you, bro,
it's these
so much,
fucking
man.
guys,
Thank you.
man.
We love
Like,
you guys,
dude.
seriously.
We appreciate the fuck out of you
Dude.
guys.
These guys are the best. Creatives, like, and me and Andrew have talked about like future creatives. Like, we're gonna create some stuff.
You guys,
Hell
you guys
yeah.
are so cute.
It's
you
gonna
two.
be bad. You and Andrew are just so cute. I
feel like me and Andrew are
like
on the same
We're on the same level.
the same like brain space.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Do
Guys
you know
should
what's
live
funny?
together.
Mentioning back to Terry, it's weird how much parallel me and Terry have.
I
That's
thought you
what's so
meant.
interesting. It's weird. Sometimes
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Not at all.
What?
No.
not on that.
Terry's too
You were
close.
just trying to be weird, weren't you?
I was just trying to stir up shit.
Chucky's always trying to be the weirdo in the room.
Terry's
I've done that
Terry's
before.
4 closest friends in Georgia are all dudes.
Terry knew you first though.
Yeah. Terry lived
Terry
in
moved-
California.
How long have
she
you known
will
her?
actually go toe to toe with you on miles.
On what?
She
drives.
On miles. She would drive like
What do you mean miles?
she would drive like
With
15.
your route.
Oh, let's go, Terry. Come on, let's step up.
She would probably drive like 1,200 miles a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
For doing what would she do?
The thing about it, it's in Cali though. It's open fucking highway.
She's from
for
Cali.
180 miles,
Distribution.
200
She's
miles.
from Cali.
Yeah, she's from Cali.
That's
Well, she
where
did
her-
distribution.
That's where her
She's from
dad's
Connecticut, but her
distribution.
dad moved to Cali for the distribution there. He did all the Whole Foods, Sprouts, shit like that, and so she moved there too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, it's crazy how many like parallels me and Terry have. Because kind of back to what we were saying earlier is like it's funny because when Eddie had that first meeting with me, Terry like literally met me at the second meeting. Actually, like we had one meeting kind of by ourselves. And we
Yeah,
had
that was
another
like
meeting.
the private meeting. That was the yo.
It was like,
you wanna
yo,
come hang
here's the
out?
pitch. And it was a very intriguing pitch. It was a very awesome offer. And then once I kind of was like, yo, let's make this happen. Let's talk numbers. We had a second meeting and Terry was there. And it was so funny because Eddie was like reclining in his chair and Terry's like, sit up. And Eddie's like, I don't fucking care. I'm just laying down in this chair.
It was like
so
reclining
funny.
chairs. I'm like,
I'm
This
like,
is
this
comfy.
chair
Fully
really
reclines.
This chair reclines. I will recline.
yeah. Me and Andrew are like talking salary and like what it's all gonna look like and shit. And I'm just fully reclined talking to him. And Terry's like,
She's like, sit up, Eddie. This is a serious conversation. You know?
Oh,
It's-
that's me. I'll
Yeah.
be like,
Wake up.
I'm like,
stop.
nah,
Like-
I
like-
know Andrew.
But
We
no,
were-
but
yeah.
it's crazy because that was the first time I met Terry, and it was just very much just like nice to meet you. You know, like looks like we're gonna be working together, and it's cool because like over the past like year and some odd months now, like it's crazy because like she has such an eye for certain things, and it's awesome because sometimes when you're in creative fields, you have two people kind of butting heads at the top, like. I think we should do it this way. I think we should do it this way. It's wild how many times, I swear it's 9 times out of 10.
revisions on the same video.
She
and
just
it'd be
come
the
in
same-
And we
and,
say
like,
and we
do
say the
that.
same exact things. Me and Terry will say the same
way.
Like same replaces with things.
this, and it's
in a really weird way where we're both like, are we the same person? Like it's in a way where it's like, wow, I'm really grateful that we're both like at the top of this because it validates both of us. Like,
Yeah.
wow, we're super. Like, it makes me feel like,
wow, this is sick that she feels this way, and she's like, wow, this is sick that he feels this way, because number one is a female perspective, so that's like one thing that's cool.
That helps a lot, actually.
That I can
I
see.
truly believe
Does
women's
it?
eyes are
How
just
do you
different
feel
than
about
men.
Especially in the creative field, because a lot of ecom is women based for sure. So like it's
Y'all
great.
spend more money on those credit cards.
It's for sure.
We
So
definitely spend more, but I never knew like the other side, like how
I
men
wish
felt
that I could
about
hire.
Here's
like,
what
why
it
didn't
is.
you get more.
I wish I had more women
Guys
video. editors.
psychologically like big purchases and less frequency. Girls psychologically like big purchases all the fucking time.
Yeah. That is 100% true.
Still big purchases. More frequent.
That's 100%
Just
true.
like all the time.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
That's amazing.
But like hearing men say they appreciate women, I mean, in the workforce, like that's.
I want
awesome.
more women on my team.
You want to know the secret?
I want more women video editors.
I don't even know if I could. I don't
Well,
know.
you need
I'm sure I
badass
can say this.
women.
I
You
don't
don't
give a
need women that want to just be here because they want to say they're women.
No, of course
Yeah.
not. But
Of course not.
You have some badass women though. Like they're fucking killing the game, and
For sure.
I think that's awesome, and that's what makes the whole team awesome. Everybody works together, and they're all completely badass in one way. It's
Badass.
not like okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
bitches, but I didn't say it.
No, I'll tell you this. The reality is, I kind of have like a requirement between me and my entire board that like every team has to have a woman somewhere at near the top of the leadership, if not the top. Like it has.
Do you have like,
like-
a ratio?
Not
Put it
for
this way:
sure.
our
Not-
ratio used to be rough. Our ratio used to be like 95% male. Now it's probably like 60% male.
But it's only based
Maybe
off of
65.
like you're fucking good, you're great.
Of course.
I see your
Hire the best.
No. That's it. But here's the thing on top of that. Just, I think stereotyping is super fair in the world. I think it's stereotype because it's what people have seen and perceived, and they've all agreed to perceive that same thing. Like, oh, that person totally does that. And then over time, it becomes like a trait, right? That's what a stereotype is. It's really an adjective.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest traits of women in our business is they keep the guys in check. They're super organized, and they're on top of checking off the boxes and making sure shit's getting executed. Whereas guys, a lot of the times, float a little bit more freely than women do.
Yeah.
And so
I think
women
it's like a
keep
really
it in check.
Yeah, I think it's a really good thing, mostly for your business because like you guys are creative as fuck. But you could go all day long. And then that's where the women come in like, all right, where can we like break this down into multiple ideas rather than you
Terry will lay
guys-
down the hammer.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Realistic.
you could go till midnight, but let's like bring this back to reality. Let's break this down and make it real. And like, I think you guys have figured it out. I mean, that's freaking awesome. But like, you guys have just such an awesome team. But
No, and like, and even going back to like agency founders, like the event that we threw, like people have no actual idea how much like behind. Like
You guys saw the photos, right?
did you guys know we were
We
at
actually-
an event and I don't know if it has it on the back of your hoodie.
the agency founders thing, yeah, on the back.
Yeah. So I was on an elevator, right? And your event literally just happened. Literally like days away.
Yeah.
And so I absorb everything. Like all my surroundings absorbed. Like it's just
Yeah.
in there. I don't know if I could like recall it, but it's in there. And he did no hate.
He's just
but
walking around oblivious.
he
It's
doesn't.
like-
No, he's in
he
his head. He's
doesn't
thinking
absorb.
about
I'm
things.
literally in
He
my head.
doesn't absorb.
I'm the same. I'm very observant.
But I'm on an elevator. It's about to close, and I'm like, I fucking know that logo, and I'm like, screenshotting it with my eyes. I'm like, I know that logo, and then we get to the bottom floor, and then maybe a couple hours later, I see the logo again on somebody else's shirt, and I was like, I freaking know. Like, I was going crazy. I was like, I know that logo. Where do I know this logo from? I'm like, it's an AF. It's an AF, and and finally he was like. I think it was a day later or two. It was almost the end of the event we were at. I was like, people are walking around with this logo.
Which event was it?
BGS?
Yes.
Was
And
it?
I
It was
was
Josh
like-
Chin, maybe.
Christian and Josh Chin and
I was
Lewis,
just like,
they all
you
had those.
need to find out
Was that
what
what
this
it was?
is. Yes.
Mm.
And
One
we
of the
were-
sponsors of the event also came
No,
to our event. And
Because
so
the night before,
Max was there, too.
yes, the night before we met, he was like, I'm from Fort Media. We were like, mind blown. We were like, oh my God, what? And
Well, media's everywhere, baby.
then the next day, I saw another agency founder hoodie, and then he was like, duh, it's agency founders. And how did you not know this whole time? I was like, it's been like 3 days, and I've been asking you what this like logo was because I know it, and you haven't told
That's
me.
so
But
sick.
like,
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, the whole trip, I knew that logo. And
AF, baby.
you guys are
Dude,
walking
we
around the
spent so much on
hotel
this
with that
hoodies.
logo, and I'm
On
like,
what?
I
On
know
the
that
hoodies.
logo.
We paid like $60 more than we should have paid per hoodie just to get that
Per
best-
hoodie?
the best-
Just to get really good hoodies.
You have
Because
no
like
idea.
we
Well,
went.
because you have embroidered on the front, and that's
True.
expensive.
Well,
No, no, no.
also
The
we-
material
but
is
even the
fucking
hoodies.
insane.
But like
Sign
we went to another event, which we won't name because we love them. But we went to the event and the hoodies were not up to standard. We were like, I'm probably never gonna really wear this.
Well, that
hoodie
happens.
for real.
Yeah, that happens
After the
too
first
much.
time.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Like, you know when you put one
call
on?
him out.
No, I'm not gonna call him out.
These
Super good.
fucking
Super good friends.
We're
Super
good friends.
Super good friends.
It was a great event. The event was amazing. We love everyone who threw
It's
those.
just one of those hoodies
I'll
when
tell
you
you
wear
after.
it, the first time you're like, it's not gonna make it past the first wash. I can tell. You know?
It was a little thin. It was a little like. It was like I'll wear this
Little
like
short,
I'll wear
it's
this
a trim.
casually.
It's
Maybe
a
I'll wear
free
it around the
hoodie.
house.
It's a free hoodie.
I was like,
While you're sleeping.
we want, and also the hoodies were only for VIPs, so we were like, we need this to feel like premium. We needed to feel like a
Bro,
really
I
good
had one
hoodie.
speaker come up to me. He grabbed me at the event second day and he goes, I swear to God, I'm not leaving this state until you get me one of these hoodies because I can't stop hearing people talk about how comfortable they are. He's like, I need one of these hoodies. I went to the back and got him one. He's like, thank you.
Damn, let's
You're
go.
like, that's not even what I'm here for.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
Right?
got
exactly.
And dude, you know what's crazy is the VIP ticket was twice as much as the regular ticket,
And it was just the hoodie.
and some of the
No, no,
people,
it was
and
all-
some of the
it was
people,
way
no,
more
it
than
wasn't just the hoodie.
We made our shit like, we sold, let me actually tell you a joke.
No, that's
Not
the
a
best
joke, but a
thing.
cool
Is
story.
the offer. The offer.
We sold two
is
tickets,
Huge.
5K and 10K.
Okay.
10K VIP, 5K regular tickets.
Okay.
Okay. Honestly, super cheap price for especially the experience we delivered. It was fucking super underpriced. But like, it's our first event, right? Our first 22 tickets were VIPs, so we marked VIPs as sold out. That's the only reason we even sold general. I'm sure we would have sold.
We would have sold all
120 people,
VIPs.
all VIPs, and we would have had no VIPs anymore.
Just no general
Everyone's
admission.
general.
We have to make it
Like,
special.
you
in the front.
inflated the market. Now general's 10K.
You got like one poor ass motherfucker sitting back there.
Dude, that's
You
broke his
all
fucking
there.
wheelchair.
Everyone else
You're all very
Asking for
important to
change.
us.
Dude, that
He's
was
shaking his thing.
we would have made twice as much money, but we like it didn't make sense.
Broke ass
No,
bitch.
yeah, it doesn't make
So we
sense
cut out
after that.
VIPs at 22. So
You broke ass
yeah.
motherfucker. You can't even pay 5 more K.
They're like, I'll pay you
Oh my
20K
God.
for a
He's begging in the
VIP.
back.
No, dude, seriously, people are like, I'll pay you 20K for a VIP. We're like, sorry, we
They
sold.
were bargaining?
We're like, we'll
Because
sold
they
out.
wanted it because we sold out.
We sold out like
Oh
we're
my
like
God.
we
So
literally
you
don't
want
have
some.
anymore.
Everybody wants it.
They are still, our customers are still asking for our summer flavor from August.
Blue
Sounds
raspberry?
like a drop.
Or what was it?
Pink
Sec-
guava.
Oh, pink guava.
They're
You sell out of
still
something.
they're still
Man, does that create
posting on
demand.
the Facebook group. I'm out. I know it's February, but I know you sold a pink guava in August, and I would really like who has some extra, and I'm
I'm
like.
fiending for some
No,
pink
I'm
guava.
sorry,
You posted
what?
it in these
Like,
people
it's
are,
from
like,
August.
People are like trading
Yes.
flavors. They'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
a flavor they
the
don't
Facebook
really
group,
want because they
people are
know someone
slaying.
else might want it.
Yeah, no, we are the next, like,
You-
we're the next, like,
If you want to create demand for
we're
something,
the next coin.
so
You're the next NFTs.
yeah.
It's
Well-
like, you got blue rise, okay, let's
Well, for
trade
the,
you for some
pink guava.
What do you know about
We're
that?
like-
And
What
they're
you know
like,
about that pink guava?
They're
End of
like,
our-
well, pink guava is from August, so I mean,
When did we launch?
It'll take like 2.
What like took off your business
It's
completely?
like it'll take.
Like what
What
changed?
took it off?
Two
'Cause you
blue
guys
raspberries
do, you guys
for
do great
pink.
numbers right now, you know?
I would say like Facebook advertising. Like holy
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Okay, let's.
And that was you just ramping that shit up and
dude,
learning.
we took some
Facebook
pictures. We're like,
advertising,
well,
the real shaker, a better
yeah, that.
That didn't cut people.
shaker.
So
that
we
didn't
didn't.
cut people.
We changed
A
it to
better-
the shaker.
A
Yeah.
value of a real value of a package because it included the tub, the shaker, and the ebook. And the ebook just got sent via email, but creating that, so more
Creating
value.
a legit offer.
Yes.
So like,
it wasn't
your-
just
your
like
offer
a
is
tub.
solid.
Yeah.
like we're like, hey, 45 serving tub. That's gonna get you a month and a half to 2 months. You're gonna get an ebook. That's gonna be the perfect morning routine. This is habit 1, habit 2, habit 3, habit 4, exactly what to do when you wake up. And you're going to get this cocktail shaker cup that you're going to set on your nightstand, everything you need. So
you're setting them up for success.
Exactly.
And that's what they really want. The product is like the vehicle, but like you're giving them the roadmap.
Yeah.
You're telling them where to go with that shit.
They don't even know.
It's offer.
They don't even know.
And it's story. So like we had the offer, and then we're like, all right, we have the story.
You put these cute little human heads on the page, and they're like, oh my god.
So we're like,
make a big deal.
The first image they see is like Chucky's cute little face, and they're like, okay, our target is our target is 35 up women, and they see Chucky's cute little face waving, and they're like, oh,
it's a gift.
They're like, okay, let me scroll some more, and
let me see some more of Chucky.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is there any more?
And then they see
Nothing else
me,
swings,
and
right?
yeah, they see me, and they're like,
it swings,
damn
but
it,
not like that.
yeah. They see my GIF, and they're like, fuck, and then they like keep scrolling. But no, I'm just kidding. The story really.
The story wraps them in. They hear the story, and they're like, all right, these guys struggle to wake up early. We hit all the pain points, like.
When did you guys start doing the recurring model too? Because that's another thing that I love about the site is like
what's funny is like,
that was not that was later.
Well, from the
like last year, right?
Yes,
kind of from the jump we had the recurring model. Like so, we offered the subscription from the front end. We got to about 500 subscribers, and I'm not trying to like shit on ClickFunnels,
we were on ClickFunnels,
but with ClickFunnels. In being a supplement business, it's very hard. So like we had like 500 subscribers, like paid subscribers, paying monthly and everything. It
was a wife maintenance thing. We were talking about. There was something. It was a worry and a maintenance, and it was not sustainable or evergreen.
We couldn't automate it because we couldn't be on Stripe because we were a supplement. So we had to automate it through like different payment providers and stuff. So there was no way to automate it. So we literally deleted 500 subscribers. We canceled.
We didn't care. We were like, we're going to switch to Shopify.
I was like,
it's like 25 racks a month.
The only way to switch to Shopify was just to get rid of it.
I was like, if we're gonna do this,
did you tell them that you were canceling them, or what happened?
Yeah, I emailed them. I was like, hey, your subscription's canceled. If you wanna
we waited
the recharge.
We waited until it was like all set up into where we could make them their next offer to move. But yeah, we were canceled. I was like, whatever. Like they're from the beginning. We're already making improvements. We were already changing the formula. We were going to change the shakers. We were going to change the software. I'm like, if they want to follow, they'll follow. And that's, to me, I thought at the time, good customers are going to stay good customers and follow us.
Right.
And
most of them transferred over.
Yeah, most of them transferred over, and we don't want the ones that aren't going to.
I don't have an exact number.
They're assholes.
200-300 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But now we got 5,000 plus paid subscribers.
That's why we did it when we did though, because we didn't want to get too deep, and then we're losing thousands. So we were like, we could lose hundreds and just move now.
Yeah.
And we were like, we got to lose hundreds.
Because you saw the writing on the wall. You knew you were going to have to move at some point.
Yeah.
We knew it was either going to be thousands or hundreds.
Yeah.
You're digging yourself a hole. You got to stop digging.
It could have been thousands. And we were like, no, we have to stop now and move when it's hundreds and just risk it. And I think it was
How many of them transferred over?
I want to say 200 to 300. I don't know exactly the number. I never looked.
Because when you cancel their subscription, it gives them that opportunity to go, do I really want to keep doing this?
Yeah. It's hard because
But that's why the earlier the better.
It's tough because the likelihood that they're going to make another purchase is super high.
Of course.
But at the same time, how many of them ended up making another purchase between the limited edition flavor drops?
How many of them really would have stayed because it was just such a cheap subscription offer anyway? So
yeah,
we're now on a better software, better subscription, better value. I don't know. it was the best thing at the time. I did not want to go any deeper into the business and get more people and then have to cancel thousands. Like that would have just, I would have probably thrown up if we had to cancel thousands. Like I already was going to throw up at hundreds, but like
if you perhaps
they were from the beginning, so like.
If you have an e-commerce business, perhaps, I don't know. Who listens to this most?
I'm sure a lot of e-com businesses.
I hear a lot of e-com business, a lot of agency owners, and just people who are like in business and marketing.
If you have a subscription side to your business, dude, you want to know one of the biggest wins? Raise your prices, and then tell everybody you're about to raise your prices, and then you can lock in your old price. Ooh. We did that.
We just did that.
Mid-January,
we were like, talking about that. If
that's
you will
spicy.
Let me, can you let me out and then you can talk about this?
Where you gonna go?
You gotta pee.
Okay. Yeah, so.
We weren't supposed to go this long.
It's okay.
No, we're gonna go 2 more hours.
Brian said
I'm hungry.
Brian said we're on 16% on 2 of these batteries too.
All right,
so we do have to wrap
cameras.
up kind of soon, but
All right.
but keep it going.
Do
Chucky.
the
just be careful of that.
Do the
So,
subscription.
Yeah, mid-January we did our subscription price increase campaign. We're like, forever our subscription price was $48 a month. And we didn't tell them where the price was going. We were just like, hey, the price is going up. Lock in your subscription price before the price goes up.
Yeah.
And we got almost 1,000 subscribers
Stop.
from that week-long campaign. So we did a week-long that was like 3 or 4, or I'm gonna say probably 5 or 6 emails.
That FOMO is real.
3 texts, and then we did retargeting ads.
Never coming back.
And we were like, hey, price is going up on the subscription. Lock in your early bird morning cocktail price before the subscription. And we were like, we're really good with like copywriting. That's one of our like. That's one of our.
Our copywriter like was drooling over y'all's copy.
Hey, I appreciate it. Like that's one of the things we pride ourselves on. So we were like, hey, if you want to lock in your price before the price increase, if you want to be one of the we were like, in a year from now, there's going to be a few people that consider themselves lucky to be on this price point. If you want to be one of those people, lock in your price now. And we got like 1,000 new subscribers locking in their price at that price point.
Bitcoin's gonna be at 100,000. You should consider yourself lucky to get 30K.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, some shit like that, you know? It's like the stock market.
Hey.
Or crypto, you know?
Hey.
Spirit Airlines all the way, baby.
Spirit Airlines.
Bro, I bought so much Spirit Airlines.
And it just merged with Frontier. They're announcing they're merging with Frontier.
They just
big
went
news.
30%.
Wow.
Oh, did they?
Let me put it in perspective.
Wow.
I have a lot of Spirit Airlines.
Oh, really?
A very heavy amount. Like
And what caused you to get into
multiple
it?
6 figures. I've been in it since the dip, and when COVID hit, and I made a fuck ton of money on Spirit and Delta and all these things, but then I sold it all and put it into Spirit. I just knew that affordable airlines was gonna have to be the only way that most people traveled, and so for the average person, going Spirit was totally worth it all the time. Like for someone who flies frequently,
it's such an inconvenience, but for $80, fuck it.
Exactly. I just knew their flights would be full. That's all I cared about. You know what I mean? I knew the financial side would figure itself out. The flights would be full. Anyways, Frontier merged with Spirit, and in 48 hours, their stock went from $21 a share to $29 a share.
Wow.
That's solid.
Multiple 6-figure holding. I was like, thank God.
Oh yeah, from what we know about Eddie's portfolio, that's a big win.
That's
a big win.
Climb back, baby, climb back.
Let's go.
It didn't even put a dent in what I've suffered.
But I know about your Indian version of Amazon.
Hey, I'm still all in on it.
You're still holding?
I'm still all
holding
in.
strong, baby. Let's go.
He's got the diamond
moon.
hands on Jumia.
To the fucking moon,
No,
baby.
I really
Let's go.
believe in it. It's just. Yeah.
Hey, long term macro. This is just a little correction.
What's the ticker symbol?
JMIA.
JMIA.
Change your life.
Jumia to the moon.
It's only at $9 a share right now, so goodbye.
It's a great
What'd you
buy,
buy
especially
at?
when we bought into like 40 something.
What's my average?
I got something worse, dude.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think? What did you get down on?
46.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I got
It's
I'm
something
talking
similar.
like 80%.
Dude, have you seen what DraftKings have done?
No.
Oh.
they're
I
down.
would bet on DraftKings.
I'm big on DraftKings because I'm like big on the sports betting market because like me and my
makes sense.
friends, dude, we
Get out of
we
DraftKings.
bet big
Let
on
me just put it in
fucking sports
perspective.
betting.
Sports betting's about to be legal. So
Yeah.
DraftKings and everyone is going to lose
Why?
so many users.
Because it will be open for more other
But DraftKings is
opportunities.
the leader in sports betting.
Yeah.
So why do you think they wouldn't continue to lead if it was legal in more states.
I think most people use like broker apps for sports betting, like actual money lines, and DraftKings and FanDuel have cemented themselves as like the DFS. You know what I mean? Like daily fantasy. Like they haven't cemented themselves as like, let's go bet on money lines. And don't get me wrong.
What's the?
I get your point.
What's the legality
Because it
here?
becomes legal now.
Is it legal here?
No.
No.
It's about to be.
In Georgia?
I think it might have just been, or it's just about to be.
Georgia, it's not legal. You can't go on DraftKings and bet.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I still have to use offshore apps or brokers.
Okay, dude. It's so in Indiana where I'm from. Like you can log on to DraftKings. You can bet on anything. Like it's so different. Like
Yeah.
it's a different experience.
I understand. If that was,
and I feel like DraftKings is dominating that space. So like when a state legalizes sports betting,
it'll just be more money.
Instantly they download DraftKings.
Or they already have it downloaded. They're just using it for other things.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Or they already got it downloaded.
Which
and
is
they're just
usually
like,
the
all
case.
right, yeah. Because there's basically DraftKings, FanDuel, and then Barstool Sportsbook. That's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's the three.
Barstool was huge when it hit Indy. We went to the Barstool like launch party. It was bad.
It was badass.
ass. It was
I'm
the
sure.
best party.
MGK, like
We
we had
did-
VIP tickets.
We did VIP.
Oh, it was the worst.
You had to bet 20,000 to get a VIP table, so we fucking did it. And
Damn.
That's what we did.
we went
Hold
to
on.
we went to the VIP table. It was like the best party
This is what we
ever.
did.
I was like, I wish I could do this every year. Like it was badass.
So we had a Barstool 500. It was MGK, like all the big people. Like there was only like 10, 20 VIP tables, and you had to bet $10,000 in the Barstool app to get a
access.
VIP table. So I was
Ooh.
like, all right,
That's kinda sick.
What? I want a VIP table. I want to get
Well,
all
okay.
my buddies here. So what I did was
10,000 for 10 people, but we knew
10 people
we had
per
it-
VIP
we
table.
knew we wanted 20 people, so we had to bet 20,000.
So I bet on a game, I bet 10,000 on each side of the game.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so we
bet
got
10 I
20
bet-
people.
So you were just gonna make your money either
He's
way.
wrong.
Well,
yeah.
Minus a fee.
So
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
one side that was like minus 120. One side was like plus 110 or
I
something.
mean, this was NBA season.
We
We had to bet on NBA.
It was a basketball game. It was an NBA game, and one side I broke even completely. One side I would have lost 2K, but I would have got 20 of my friends into like VIP.
Yeah.
I
all
mean,
Totally worth it.
it
all
was
you can
bottle
drink,
service.
Bottle service, MGK.
That's actually such a hack.
Dude, everything. And then the side that I broke even on ended up winning. I don't remember what it was. Mavericks, maybe?
Can't remember.
Anyway, I literally broke even. I didn't
Wow.
even. I didn't lose a penny. And I got 2 VIP tables, 20 people. We have bottle service,
That's
all you
fucking
can
insane.
drink.
Yeah, we had a
the
waitress
works.
that just like poured us drinks. She was like, this will taste good with this, and
We-
like would make. She wouldn't let you pour anything. Like she
Yeah.
was like, no, let me make your drink.
We'd
We were
finish
like,
a drink, like we'd finish this bottle, and they would bring a new bottle, like completely full, like to the table, like. Dude.
I mean, it was Barstool Pink Whitney.
You know Dan
So-
Portnoy?
Yeah, of course.
He was right there with us, like partying,
Damn.
like the
That's wild.
2 tables down from us.
He walked
Sick.
through our group, and our group.
We're all
maybe,
taking pictures
no,
with them.
Okay, maybe
Oh, dude,
maybe
That's
oh,
wild.
maybe only like 3 or 4 of us knew who Dave was.
Really?
And we
Yeah.
were all just like, like Dave. We were like,
You're fucked up, dude.
Sophie, and like the rest of the like 15 were like, I don't know what just happened.
Who's that guy?
Yeah,
Who's this
because
like random man?
They just wanted to be there, but
Yeah.
like it was
That's funny.
badass.
Who's the fucking
I
dude?
hung out with what's God, what is his name? Not Gary.
That big dude.
Not Gary.
The big Barstool dude, like
I don't know.
thicker dude.
Yo,
Um,
okay. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say. So obviously
I definitely got off subject.
we're wrapping up, but I was gonna
We
say.
have to wrap up now.
Yeah, we do need to wrap up, but
4%.
obviously you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well for yourselves too. Like, when did that so like we were saying in the beginning, you guys are like regular ass people. Like, when did it like click for you guys? Like, holy shit! Like, we did it, and like obviously you guys are living in Florida now. Like, but it doesn't feel like your lifestyle is like that crazy. It's not like you're living in a fucking mansion or anything. But like, you guys live like a great lifestyle. You get to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. Like,
You
shit
make
like
it
that.
sound
Like, how sick is that? Like, when did that actually click for you guys? And like, how do you guys decide like what you're gonna do, where you're gonna live, like all that kind of stuff? Like, You know, because and tell people like regular people can do this shit.
No, regular people. I mean, it's so simple for regular people to jump in on this. Like you can start with simple shit. Like start with just like white labeling some stuff you like or that is in your interest. Like start doing that. But like, I didn't really click that we could be big till probably last year, April or so, when it started like popping off. Oh wait, no, it's 2022.
And now that you have
April 2020.
And now that you have like a loyal fan base, you're like, holy shit, these people are like obsessed with our brand.
Yeah, we didn't even.
Like how many more people could be obsessed with
We
our
didn't
brand?
even launch like the Facebook group until last July or.
Once we launched the Facebook group, we're like, oh, we got diehards.
It shows it.
So now
it brings out like your best customers. Like join our Facebook group. Okay, yeah, it's so easy to join the Facebook group, but the people that are diehards comment, post,
Hype it up.
they're all in, and you didn't realize that until you started that, and we weren't even gonna start that. So I don't know. It's wild, but like I would say like April, May, June 2020 is when it really started popping off, and that we felt comfortable enough to maybe we could leave Indiana. Like
Okay.
maybe we could do that.
So let me ask you it this way. You've heard our podcast, so you know at the end. With a nice little fortune cookie tale, you're familiar with it? Okay, great. So in this one, I want to do it a little bit differently. I want to do it specifically about your store. If you had to start a store from scratch or someone's just starting out, you'd give them a fortune cookie and you just say, here's this thing, if he reads it, should shift his mindset or shift his path in his store to get to a very successful point. What piece of advice would you give that person?
That's on you.
No, it's both of you. You better hold one in your pocket.
First of all, I gotta take a piss really bad.
No, you have-
We're wrapping up. This is the end.
This is it.
This is the final stretch. You can't
And that
quit
can't
now.
be your fortune cookie.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, my mind.
Here you go. You have to pee when you need to pee. That's
Dude.
it.
If we want to go really basic, I'm gonna say you can fucking do it.
Oh,
So that's just-
shit.
Hey, it's good enough.
Stop.
I figured
like,
that'd be a big
Stop
team.
doubting
I
yourself.
think that is what clicked to me. Like you can fucking do it. Just like stop
You sound like
doubting everything. Like it's just that simple.
What's
If I
the-
wanted to go really basic, really fast, you can fucking do it. And
What's the
it's-
Transformers
you
guy's name?
literally can do
Optimus.
that.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, no, I mean like the actor.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, you
Just
Shia LaBeouf.
Do
Just do it. No, I mean that would be my fortune cookie, and it's not enough. But like
I'd
No,
say
it's
one
enough, I mean.
one of two things. Like one, you either have a story that's like crazy about how you created this brand, so tell it. I see so many brands that like have this amazing story, that have this awesome brand, but they don't tell their story to sell the product, and that's their number one asset because it's the number one thing that nobody can copy.
Yeah.
Like people can.
And it's relatable in a way too.
Yeah.
It's relatable,
Totally.
and people like.
humanizes you.
No matter how many copycats there are, nobody can copycat your story. Like the same with us. Like the number one way we sell our product is through our story. So like number one, if you have a story, tell it. If you don't have a story, you probably don't have a product. So like create a story, create a product, and then you'll have your brand. So
I love it. And with
I
that,
love it.
I grant you permission to urinate.
that's
Thank you all for getting on this.
Hey, cheers, boys.
Thank you guys. Hey, we
Yes,
finished the
podcast.
whole. We finished our drinks and we finished this whole bottle of whiskey.
Shout out to Terry, we finished the
Shout
whole
out Terry.
bottle.
Shout out Brian for sticking around.
If you're not using 4Media, damn you fucking
Hey.
up.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the 4Media Uncut podcast. If you want to work with us, learn with us, or even join the team and be a part of what we're doing at 4Media Marketing, just go to our website. It's 4media.marketing. No .com, no .net, .marketing, because that's all we do around here. And most importantly, share this with a friend wherever you're listening to or watching this on. Please hit that share button, send it over to a friend, someone else that you think will get value out of this. It would mean the world to us.
And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like this video and comment down below any suggestions for future guests. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate this 5 stars and leave us a review there. That helps us tremendously in the algorithm world. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of 4Media Uncut Podcast.